Because I thought I saw that rolling. No? Wait, I'm off cue. Niners! Fam! I mean, day two of the first. I mean, well, day two of getting on the field and working out, but first day of padded practice. And I'm telling you right now, hey, Big Show, this program today is dedicated to you. Kendrick Bourne, KB. 49ers, Kendrick Bourne hauls in 2 scores. Jaron Brown called in. Oh, man. Though, too, here's the thing, every year there's somebody at the beginning of the camp that breaks your heart and causes that painful anxiety and feelings of, oh, no. We got an oh, no moment. And it was actually, we saw this coming yesterday. But it would have been a great day, as I mentioned, on this first padded practice workout. But the fears at wide receiver Jalen Hurd, who missed his rookie season, due to a back injury, has suffered a torn ACL, as the MRI he underwent earlier today is revealing. I had such plans for him. We all did. I mean, Hurd is just like the dude. He's a running back. He's a wide receiver. He's a tight end. He's anything you want him to be if he could just stay off the injury list. Shanahan didn't sound optimistic after practice during his presser. He expected the MRI to reveal the bad news, and later, of course, in the day it did. And poor Kyle, man, he looked so. He told reporters, quote, I really feel bad for the guy, but he'll be back next year. This situation, Jay Hurd reminds me, remember Kevin White back in 2015? If you were watching the Combine in 2015, you became a huge fan of Kevin White right off the bat. I said, look at this dude. Perfect size, speed, and strength. I mean, this guy is... Woo! He's going to be good. I watched. Oh, man, too bad. The 49ers, he's so hard to reach in the first round. Actually, we weren't going to pick up anybody in the first round. Trent Baalke was running the things back then. Trent Baalke was so afraid to draft wide receivers at that point that, after A.J. Jenkins, ruined his whole life. After A.J. Jenkins ruined his whole life, he wasn't going to get a wide receiver in the first round anyway. But yeah, the Bears picked him up as number 7 in the first round. White played, I think he has 28 total snaps in his 5 years. He's a free agent right now. So if the 49ers wanted him, they could have got him right now. I mean, Kevin White is he's like radioactive, man. Nobody's going to bring him into the camp because he's going to come in, and first thing he's going to do is get hurt, and then you got to pay him a salary. So, Chicago took a bath on that. Something like they're taking a bath on their quarterback they got, right? Trubisky. What happened to Mitch Trubisky? So bad because I thought about Mitch Trubisky, and that year he came out, I said, man, Mitch Trubisky looks pretty good. Nah, man, what we need to do is get Sean. And actually, Sean wasn't even the guy that year either. It was Mr. Texas, Patrick Mahomes. So, also in the news, Armstead nor K'Wan Williams. That's a calf injury. If you haven't found out yet, K'Wan Williams, it's nothing but a calf injury. No joint problem or anything like it. Soft tissue. They were not in. Armstead, however, was suited up during practice, which is a good sign regarding his health, according to NBC Bay Area Sports. The 49ers expect Eric Armstead back from that back tightness. See what I did there? To return to practice coming up on Thursday. The team will hold a session on tomorrow before player off day, should I say, on Wednesday. But the Trent Williams versus Nick Bosa watch, all right? See, that's going to end up being the marquee matchup of the whole practice session, all right? First day, low pads, 1-to-1, Nick versus Trent. Today, oh, Nick! Trent said, I ain't having it today, son. Your eyes may shine, your teeth may grit, but to my quarterback, you'll never get. Williams locked up Nick every time he got his hands on him. This is good for Nick, though, because he's not going to see anybody like Trent Williams throughout the rest of the league, but there'll be other people maybe close to it. It's like I said about them wrenches in dodgeball. If you can dodge a wrench, you can dodge a ball. If you can get past Williams, you can get past any offensive lineman in the NFL. So Nick's got to work on that. And Nick's probably going to bed thinking, damn, who is this guy? Hey, but you know what? Trent Williams is one of the reasons for the Jimmy G. Jimmy G was sizzling today. I've been trying to tell all these people who don't know nothing about how good G is, watch it. Don't put no money. If Vegas says Jimmy G's going down, Jimmy G, with the line he's got right now and the weaponry he's going to have, do you know that boy's going to be in the MVP running? I'm telling you right now, watch it. Watch. Serious, baby. KB is one of the reasons, it was one of the benefactors. KB caught a standout session today. Dude caught 2 touchdown passes during the team's red zone drills. One was a deep shot from Jimmy G. I said a deep shot from G. See, sometimes all a quarterback needs is a little protection to set up his feet and get that ball launched. If Williams is on the left side, people better attack from the other side because it ain't coming around that side. I said, look at this. KB in the back corner of the end zone. The other was a pass from Nick Mullins that found KB at the goal line. The KB show didn't end with that. Mrs. Bourne's baby boy also hauled in a deep pass from Garoppolo during the move the chains drill. It's Jimmy, Aiyuk, and Kendrick enters the picture. And that appeared to give the offense a fresh set of downs. Shanahan said about KB on the day, quote, he might not have many catches, but his consistent play over last year, I thought he was one of our best guys, if not our best guy. Big Show. He's always ready when he gets the ball. Bourne's gotten better each year. I've been telling you that too, Show. I love me some Kendrick, man. You know this. Meanwhile, George Kittle, Sean Poindexter, and Raheem Mostert also scored, according to the Bay Area News Group. Trent Taylor continues to impress as he makes his way back to Trent Taylor-style form. Taylor snagged an out, turned upfield, and dove past the pylon to move the chains. This according to David Lombardi. George Kittle paid referee, runs in. First down! These guys are out there having fun. And the defensive line had a strong day. They were stuffing running backs throughout the whole practice. See, I don't know what to think about. See, those are I don't know. I like the fact that we were not that good at the run last year. I like the fact that we're going to be good at the run this year, apparently. When you stop all of our running backs with that offensive line we have, Lord have mercy. And was that Brunskill said? Who was that said going up against, yesterday we was concerned about one Javon Kinlaw, right? Because he was getting handled by Thomason. Today, somebody reported hitting Javon Kinlaw is like running into a wall. To see the, that's what I wanted to hear. All is well now, boy. Oh, yeah. Dre Greenlaw hauled in an INT while defensive back Tavares Moore had a pass breakup, according to the Athletic. And Marcel Harris came down with the second INT of training camp. Today's came on a pass from quarterback Nick Mullins. Marcel Harris did not have ball hawking skills last year. Could it be that Marcel Harris will report to camp this year, improve upon that, and instead of hardcore looking for somebody to replace Kwaski T next year, which is probably not going to happen, actually, we won't have to worry about that. Marcel Harris can come on up to speed. Hey, and the 49ers are going to bring in veteran wide receiver Jaron Brown for a workout, according to NFL Media's Mike Garofolo, who reported that this morning. He was tweeting, 49ers are bringing in veteran wide receiver Jaron Brown for a workout, according to sources. The former Seahawks and Arizona Cardinals receiver has spent 7 seasons in the NFC West and looking to make it 8. You see, here's my thing, though. Well, I guess you got to fill voids. Because you lose one player, you got to gain another one, right? Because honestly, I don't know. You saw that report by the Web Zone, right? Levin T. Black. Levin T. said, look, here's the thing. I'm just break it down for you. I ain't going to give you the whole thing. Levin T. said, look, Deebo Samuel was the premier wide receiver coming down the stretch with those 92 yards in the Super Bowl, and he looked promising from week 8 on, something like that, all season. And he was going to be that card-carrying, number 1 49er wide receiver, right? Enter Brandon Aiyuk, the man that had Kyle Shanahan reacting like I've never seen him during the draft. Aiyuk and Jimmy G are becoming bros. They've been seen leaving the locker room, hanging out, just talking it up. You see, here's another misconception about Jimmy G. Don't give him no good receivers. Don't you do it. If he has, and here's the thing I like about that competition that's going to take place between Deebo and Aiyuk possibly. Aiyuk is probably going to start feeling himself at some point if he continues on the pace he's going now, right? Deebo already knows he is the man. Boom! Who wins in all of this? The 49ers and us. Because if both of them are out there being badass, Jimmy G's got 2 top-tier wide receivers, 2 top-tier tight ends. He's got another slot man that can kick butt. He's got Jerick McKinnon to come out in the backfield. He's got receivers all day long. Ain't even said nothing about his running game yet. He's still got Mostert to take the pressure off of anything that's going on in the... God, I love this. It's time for domination. Boo, boo, boo. Hey, you know what? I got to chill out here, man. It's not even season even started yet. Okay, I'm okay. Hey. The Mad Niner, Shanahan must be psychic. It's like he knew Hurd was going to be done for the season. No wonder he kept bringing in receivers. Ain't that something? Hey, and thanks, fam. Hey, and Slamming Robin, thanks, Slamming. California hot PG&E problem. Stay hydrated. And it's late for these fires, too. It's usually July, August. Wait a minute. Into August, mid-August. Anthony Baker says, hey, do you think we choke any more Super Bowls and have no more bad calls go against us? And I wish I could tell you for that for sure, because I tell you no. I do know this, though. Upon the return of the Super Bowl, the 49ers... Man, I feel sympathetic who's on the AFC. 49ers think, that could be something like what we seen years ago. Remember the Chargers showed up against the 49ers? There was a bloodbath. Living the Dream says, we got wideouts and we'll step up the way Aiyuk looking, boy. He gonna take over. Living the Dream, I'm telling you, man. Deebo, this is what I like about. If Deebo feels pressured, he's liable to step up his game too. And now you got 2 guys out there doing that. We could be, the premier offense of the year. Deebo and Aiyuk with a 22, 23. This could go on for years. You just got to sign both of them is all I say. Hey, Mr. Black Eyes 2. We are close to start the tour of the tour of revenge. One love to my dude Hurd. And he said, Jennings and Aiyuk keen? I like that. He said Aiyukin. This is what I'm going to have to adopt that later. Aiyukin. Dudes out there, Aiyukin. We'll do great. Let's make sure we got the lineup in our depth chart to benefit Jimmy. Yeah, Jimmy's going to benefit from first of all, he can have protection on the left side now. He can set back. He doesn't have to do that dance and look around for receivers. Be a little more accuracy on his shots with the guys we got out there with the high level of skills the wide receivers got. You're going to see a whole different thing going on in that passing game. Kevin, I went to school with Jaron Brown. He plays hard. He graduated the year below me. All right. Let's see what Jaron does. I just wonder, if you're going to bring in one of the speedsters and Jaron Brown, too, how many spots are you going to use here, Kyle, for your wide receivers? Because we already counted the guys who are going to make the team already. Maybe there is going to be 2 spots left, though. That means one of J.J. Nelson or Austin, one of them guys got to go then if they do keep Jaron. My starters are Aiyuk, KB, Debo, or Nelson, or Taylor? J10, you get to work a little harder than that. What if Jaron comes in and looks, because he's a veteran, and Kyle, all coaches love them a veteran because they've already been through it all. They know what to expect. Nothing's going to surprise them, and they know how to react to most things. DJ Malone says, Sport Quest for 6, Revenge Tour 2020, time to start torching opposing defenses with our arsenal offensive weapons. We own the Bears. Proof 1984 and 1988 NFC title games. God, DJ, I'm loving it, man. Nostalgia is one of my favorite things. You know what I'm saying? Fernando Garcia says, shout out from the 559. Hey, I know you saw my boy KB and BA today. You know I did. I hope the best for Hurd. And I heard his MIR was pending for his ACL. Okay, so you're getting a lot of different reports. A lot of people are speculating, I guess. So we will be playing and winning in February. Tony S. Hey, hope all is well, not PG&E problems. Yeah, it's a third-party Cisco ordered the rotating outages to protect the grid. It's rough, ain't it? Just not a good year. King Alexander, a.k.a. Cameraman, what's up, bro? Long time since I've been back. King Alexander, good to hear you back, too, man. Oh, God. Let me put on my ears and see what you think about everything from Trent Williams, school, and our boy. I kind of like that because Nick, he got to bring it back down there. Nick may start thinking he's Superman. Trent Williams, Hey, Elliot!
What it is? What's up, Ronbo?
Elliot, man, I'm loving it, man. My boy KB is shining like new money. I got Trent Williams out there slapping Nick Bosa, which is going to make him a better football player.
Yes, it is. And it's a reality check, bro. Reality check.
Loving it. And Jaron Brown coming in. What do you think about these things?
As far as I just said the Trent Williams thing, that's a reality check. So for Nick Bosa. Yes. So great. Help him to be a greater player than what he already is. So he know when he come to practice tomorrow, strap up. I got a new plan. Believe me, he's sitting at home thinking of different ways to get past this guy. That's his new thing.
He may not even sleep.
So that's that. No. He thought about this. This probably his first real test, in practice. You know what I'm saying? Like real test. Mm-hmm. He don't get to look as great as he was always looking. Now he look like they done brought somebody in who he gonna have a problem with getting through. So yeah, that's great there. I got no problem with that. This what I wanted to cry about damn Jalen Hurd though, bro.
Oh,
I'm
go
sorry.
right ahead, man, because that boy deserves better.
I've been looking forward to seeing this guy destroy cats on the field for over a year now, man. I was getting geeked about this year. For me, I kept saying this is the year Jimmy G. They're not paying this guy to keep on handing the ball off. They hand the ball off last year for one reason. They want to make sure he's good from that ACL tear. You feel me? So they got a full season of him being healthy. Now you got to show us why because after that, if you don't show us, then we ain't gonna give you the next contract that you want to get the next time around. You know what I'm saying? You already got that money. So believe me, this year really counts for Jimmy G. And beyond everything, as much as I love Kyle Shanahan, his running tackle, whatever, he loves to throw the ball. Mm-hmm. He loves to throw the ball. That's what I've been trying to tell people who said we're a running football team. I said, we're not. Kyle Shanahan's not really all about just running the ball. He uses that to set up the pass, and he's serious about that. Listen, that's why we lost the Super Bowl. Because he wanted to keep his foot on the gas, but you're not playing in Atlanta this time, bro. You're playing in San Francisco where right now the running game is keeping your foot on the gas pedal. It's not throwing the ball. You don't have Julio Jones and company out there with Matt Ryan. You got what you got going on right here. So that was the difference in how things transpired last year with the Super Bowl or whatever. You don't not run the ball when you got a 10-point lead with 7-8 minutes left to go in the fourth quarter, and that's been working for you. You don't not do that. So I think that was his issue that I had with him last year. But
you
as
know
far
what?
as
I just want to make something to that point. You know what? If it wasn't for Mahomes, Mahomes scares opposing coaches. You feel like you need to keep scoring. The Titans found out. Everybody finds out if you don't keep scoring on those guys, they could come back at any moment.
But the best defense is on offense is running the ball to keep that man off the field. You feel what I'm saying? Like, make him press. Don't go throw 3-4 straight downs and then you out of there in a minute. You know what I'm saying? He come back, score, and you out of there in a minute again. I mean, come on, bro. Your best offense, defense is keeping the ball going, keeping the clock going.
But one thing on that too. Here's the thing: the Chiefs had figured out all that pre-snap movement and all that stuff. It was the honey badger told me, y'all don't pay no mind, man. Just stay up close on the line. Because if you do that, they can't run. They figured they moved in on the line, and they actually did subdue the run to a degree. So the 49ers went to plan B to get them off. You know what's so funny? If we had Aiyuk or even J.J. Nelson or even Austin, we needed that speed merchant to get them dudes the hell up off that box. And that was what happened too.
Either that,
you know what? Yeah.
Either that or just Mike Person the fucking block.
Oh, and thank you.
Just one of them.
Come on,
one
man.
Of the two.
Oh, God, I was sick of that. Every snap.
Then maybe we don't go talk about it like that.
Yeah.
But at the end of the day, you know who this is all helping out? Dante Pettis. It is keeping him on the roster because you cannot get rid of him now with these two guys being hurt. I'm finna mess with the whole 49er base when I say this, though. It's just my thoughts, man. I know everybody ain't the same, but this when I say this. I would love for them to go ahead and take Antonio Brown off the table for a year. To sign him for a year contract. Why not? Why not? At least you keep him from everybody else.
Ellie, he can't play for 8 weeks. We can't wait for 8 weeks. And Roger, it ain't no promise he's going to get back in.
Oh, yeah, that's right. That's right. I forgot about that part. I forgot. You know what? So, yeah, that's here nor there then. You know what I'm saying? But we got the receivers that, as long as we use them in the right fashion, man, Tavon Austin will definitely now make the team for sure, which I'm happy about. I want to keep Tavon Austin. I want to use him for plenty different reasons. So I'm cool with that. J.J. Nelson might even make the team, but at the end of the day, now the spotlight is on Dante Pettis for me. Because now you got a chance to make the team.
Yeah.
Okay, so what are you going to do, bro? You have the opportunity to get on the field. What are you going to do? That is my spotlight right now, you know. But I feel bad for Jalen Hurd, man. I've been bragging about that boy for a whole year and a half now. You know what I'm saying, to my guys, and they like, who is Jalen Hurd? I'm like, bro, why?
And Elliot,
just watch. When they get on the field, it's over.
What do you think he's thinking? I mean, what do you say to yourself? You laying up there, the doctor's getting ready to give you bad news. I got to work this knee back into condition so I can play. I'm so behind the rest of these guys.
My time is limited. My time is limited. That's what you're saying to yourself. My time is limited right now. I have to stay healthy. I cannot afford another injury. Next year, I have to play. I have to be productive. If not, I will not be on this team come next year.
True.
I will be cut as a promising player, and I'm going to have to go start over in Detroit somewhere. Y'all want that. But I feel bad for him, bro. I do. I really love that guy. I want to see him on the field busting some heads this year, you know, but it's just not going to turn out that way, you know. So it's the next man up, you know what I mean? You got now you got the opportunity, Dante Pettis. You got the opportunity to get back on the field and do something. What you going to do?
Ellie, we got to go.
What you going to do?
Great stuff.
All right, man. All right, man. I appreciate it. Real quickly, what happened with the app, bro?
Yeah, the app. I'm having trouble with the houses. You know, Google Play and both the Apple Store. So we're just gonna go give that up.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Okay. So we just going about it this way from now on.
Yeah, this is it.
Until further notice.
Yeah.
So okay. I'm gonna stick with it this way then.
Elliot, you on all social media? You on IG, Twitter, Facebook?
Facebook, I don't do all that other stuff. I followed your Facebook app.
Yeah,
You
no,
know
so,
what I mean? And I
I was getting
made
ready to
sure
say.
I subscribed on the YouTube.
Yeah, that's what I was to say. You'll get the alert from YouTube and also Facebook. I always put the notice up there letting you know I'm coming. All right.
Okay.
All right, because
Okay.
Elliot,
All right,
we
man.
can't
You
do
have a
without
good
Elliot,
night,
man. We
bro.
got to have Elliot. See you
Man,
tomorrow,
please.
fam.
Got to, dog. I got to have y'all, man. So, hey, everybody have a good night. I'll be listening to the rest of the show, man, and see who's saying what and what else is there to talk about.
There you go. All
Y'all
right,
have a good one, bro, guy.
you too, fam.
All right, boy.
Yes, Elliot. Hey, Dion. And Big Show, don't not call in tonight. Call in here tonight, Big Show. Dion.
What's going on, Ronbo? How you doing,
Yeah,
brother?
I'm pumped up, man. My dude is out there. He's been working hard all off season, D, as you know. All his work is starting to be fruitful as he's going out there already saying, look, man, y'all, let me show you what I've been doing. And there's G. And actually, I think Nick Bosa must have asked Jimmy G at the end of practice, so how you like your new left tackle? You've got plenty of time back here now, don't you? I mean, Trent was just handling Nick. I mean, this is fun. But like Elliot says, Nick's going to bed tonight, a man on a mission. He ain't getting no reputation off of stopping Nick Bosa. I'm going to stop that right now. Oh, it's so much fun to practice today. And we had some standout defense from Marcel Harris, which I was intrigued by. Trent Taylor looks like he's rounding back into form. I'm telling you, man, it's a good day of practice, especially with the pads. And Dion, your reception on the day.
Oh man, today was a damn good day, man. It was a damn good day. I have to say, for me, I like what I heard, and to be honest with you, one of the guys that I'm really looking at, man, is Javon Jennings. You know, like
Ooh.
that's the case. You know, Javon has been showing up and showing out just as much as Brandon Aiyuk has. So it shows us that we had a great showing with him. And I'm telling you right now, man, look, man, they better be ready for our receivers.
Go
They
ahead,
probably over there
go
like,
ahead and say it, D.
they
Go ahead
ain't
and say
got
it. But add this. Jalen Hurd may be missing, but Javon Jennings, he's here right now.
Oh, yeah.
Oh!
Yeah. That's what I'm saying. Like, they might be doing it, but that ain't about to do nothing to us. We really going to get them. You know what I'm saying? They can try their best, but we really have the best receiving, you know, one of the best receiving corps in the league.
So much diversity.
As far as like what we looking at, man, as far as our defense is concerned, you know, I haven't been necessarily hearing too many things about Javon Kinlaw that have been like overly promising. But I mean, he's a rookie.
Well, today,
like, what do you expect?
Somebody hit him and described it as like hitting a brick wall. I'm gonna wait on him because Sork's got some things to teach him. He'll be all right. Remember, he missed a lot of weeks. He needed those.
Yeah, man. I mean, that time is valuable when it comes to that stuff, man. You can
especially with a
overlook
rookie.
that.
Yeah.
Especially with a rookie. So that rookie's got to do what he's got to do. But I don't think we're gonna have too many issues, man. Practice has been going very well. I've been very impressed with the guys. So I haven't, had too much to really say negative about anyone. I love the fact that Brandon Aiyuk is showing up and showing out. And I love the fact that Javon Jennings is doing the same. I mean, for me, it's like, hey, I just want them to just keep doing what they're doing, and I want them to keep progressing. I want that battle between Trent Williams and Nick Bosa to continue to rage out of control. I need that because it makes more sense, and it makes them better. See, Nick is getting it because Trent's a little rusty, and that's obvious. You can't, nobody can say that that's not the case. The guy's been rusty for a little bit, and that's what it is, man.
When you say that, can you imagine? Now, when Trent gets in shape, and like Coach Shanahan said, he got a little winded. We got to work him into football shape, just like we have to everybody. So, what is an in shape? Because Nick's in shape. Nick's been working hard all offseason. What does an in shape Trent Williams look like? My God.
And you got to remember, like, you let him be who he is. You don't trip out of him. You don't worry about him. You know what I'm saying? You just say, okay, it's a little rust. And it's better that he knocks his rust off in practice rather than on the field. It just makes way more sense because I don't need him getting on the field and have somebody like a Myles Garrett or Aaron Donald type, chewing him up and spitting him out. I want him out there so he can do what he's got to do and do it the right way. It makes sense. I actually like the fact that everything that's going on. And E-Man Mosley, what happens? He come out, he show up, he show out. That's what he do.
Mm-hmm.
He's been doing the damn thing.
You heard him during his presser today, right?
Yeah.
First thing they did. So your thinking after that Super Bowl. See, and he was so humble and cool because, he had to actually get himself ready for that. He knew the media was going to hit him up on that because some people are confused thinking it was all about Ward. No, it wasn't. Initially, that was Mosley. Yeah.
Oh, yeah, definitely so, man. I mean, it's going to be a beautiful situation. We good. Like, we ain't got nothing to worry about. We have way too many things on offense going our way. And I can tell you right now, it's a situation of everybody trying to just get better, get stronger, get faster. And another quick note, KB showing up and showing out. We're going to give my man some respect, man. Put some respect on that man's name. Because KB is the man. And I'm telling you, when the season starts, Kyle Shanahan avoided having that number one receiver conversation in the press conference. But when the season starts, I guarantee you it's going to be KB 1, Aiyuk 2.
Oh! You heard it here first.
I'm calling it.
D.
I'm calling it. Debo is fully healthy.
Where's
KB
Debo?
1, Aiyuk 2. KB is the veteran on the squad, and he knows the system. And Aiyuk has been having a little taste of the dropsies here and there.
Yeah.
So who had that last year? Debo Samuel.
At the same time.
Progressed, what got that? His drop. Come on now. Aiyuk with that enormous wingspan, that man finna be more athletic than you could think of.
So DL, look at that situation you've just lined up. Now you got Debo as a third option? Yo, that's just every team in the league would say Debo as a third option. I mean, you don't get a third option that could go that well. Oh, good God Almighty. We finally got overwhelming talent. Shucks. Oh, it just makes me giddy.
It's going to be a beautiful training camp, man. It's going to be a beautiful training camp. It's going to be a beautiful season. We're going to the Super Bowl. We're going to win that. You know what I'm saying? I'm going to wait for Will to come on because he does it better than anybody. He's going to tell us exactly how that works. And I'm telling you, man, KB, watch out for my man. He's starting week 1. Guaranteed. If Debo ain't healthy, KB is your number one guy. I'm telling you right now, I'm calling. And if anybody wants to doubt me, when the season starts, I'll be waiting for you to go ahead and apologize. Get at
it's always fun. It's always fun to be right and gather those apologies and say things like, "How you like me now, boy? Hey, show. I'm talking to you, man. I work the big show."
They ain't ready for that. Come on now, Ronbo. You took it back on it, man. It's that Kumo D. How you like me now?
Hey, let me see you tomorrow, man, because we're going to have another day. And it's like these matchups. I can't wait to see what happens between Trent and Nick. Can KB continue to dominate? And will Dante Pettis enter the picture? The answer to these questions and more coming up on Tuesday afternoon. Oh!
Bro. I love it, man. Hey, appreciate the platform. Appreciate what you do, baby.
Thanks, D.
Make it happen. And the season is coming. We good, baby. We ain't got nothing to be worried about. And we will get to the win.
Check him out, fam. Deion Johnson, you see him in there. You're battling with him on the chat because he don't take no stuff. Him and Trey. Who else? Dre. These are the people. If you just got in the chat, be careful who you mess with.
Don't get in that chat if you're a little 49er fan. You don't want this smooth. You do not want this smooth. I'm going to hit you with nothing but facts, and I'm going to hit you with the truth. Have a good evening, Ron. I appreciate everything that you do, baby.
Thanks, fam. Night, D. And don't forget to hit D up. Click him. He's got content. Omar Lopez. Is Jennings better than Hurd? Oh, Omar. Oh, this is the question we're going to find out about later on. Let's see what happens out of the next few weeks. Jennings is a tough yak master, but Jalen just offers so many more skills. Jalen can play any position on that line offensively. And he's a great blocker. I don't see how good Jennings is. We'll see. Can't answer that question just yet. We'll see, though. What? Dollar, bill, or will?
Oh, bro, what's up, man?
Oh,
What's
Will,
going on?
I mean, it's like, again, sugar overload, man. My boy Kendrick out there shining up and doing a good job, leading all wide receivers.
Dang.
See, because the kids need to look at Kendrick and say, look at that. I can do that. Okay, coach, let me in for the next set. See, Kendrick's out there doing what leaders do. I'm liking it, man. And what's really got me pumped up besides that is Nick and Trent. Boy, you knew it was going to be epic. And unfortunately, Jalen Hurd, the bad news. But Will, jump on in there, man. What'd you get on today?
Man, first off, I want to give a shout out to Jalen Hurd, man. Man, I'm praying for you, man. Hey, man, I'm just praying that your mind is in a. I know it's hard right now for you, man. I just hope your mind is in a good place and just keep God first, man. And there's gonna be a light at the end of the tunnel, man. It's just gonna. It's just something that you gotta go through. But just remember that God don't make mistakes, man. This ain't nothing but this setting up for another major comeback. So
and building
just get
that
through it,
character.
man. Yeah, man. Just get through it, man. Just your boys gonna ride for you, man. Trust me. That receiving core gonna ride for you. Because I'm gonna tell you something right now. We done seen Kendrick Bourne. we done seen the videos. We done seen all the social media videos of KB working out all summer long. We been seeing all of that, and you see what it does, don't you?
He's tired of his one-year contracts, Will. No more one-year contracts. KBC, next year, y'all got to pay me.
This man is out here showing off. I'm talking about he's showing his naked ass. I'm telling you.
I've not heard that in a long time.
He's showing out, man. He's showing out. And that's what happens when you put in your dedication and hard work.
Yeah.
So we seen him do it all summer, man, and it's paying off. And he's going to be a threat in this offense this coming up season, along with Brandon Aiyuk. Ronbo, do you know if Debo is back week 1, we got 3 wide receiving threats that could be on the field at the same time, calling hell. I believe Aiyuk is going to have a good rookie season, just like Debo had a good rookie season. I really believe it. I really believe that.
And he may start earlier because Debo didn't get started till a few weeks in. Aiyuk may come in and may start from day 1. And if that be the case, that means by week 6 or 7, oh, my Lord, look at this. Can't wait.
Man. Wombo, these guys are hungry, man. Javon Jennings could be in the mix. And you also hearing about Trent Taylor showing out, running good routes, making passes too, man.
You knew it wouldn't take long.
Man, this was receivers course about to come legit. And I'm loving it right now, Ronbo. Like, if you can get Debo, Aiyuk, Bourne, Trent Taylor, and Javon Jennings showing off week in and week out every week, this receiver core gonna be dangerous.
Will,
you already got the offense, huh?
What if Dante Pettis enters this mix? See, because Dante, I seen a picture of him today. You know he gained some size. Dante is, he owes us, Will. He's heard all the nasty things being said about him. And look at him. He has addressed the situation, and he looks legit out there. Now let's see if he can put his game on, too. I'm telling you, man, I don't know. This is going to be crazy. Crazy. It's absolutely nuts.
Well,
he's another hawk killer, too. That's what I like about Dante. Remember that game year before last? Dante was scoring on the Hawks all evening long.
Well, if he's out there performing good at camp, he better do it in these games. Because I'm going to stay hard on him. I ain't cutting him no slack.
Ain't nobody going to.
I ain't.
He's been lagging.
I mean, it's good, Ronbo. He's out there doing good, but I ain't sold until I see, until the season starts. Once I see him scoring touchdowns, then I get on the Pettis train. But I ain't right now. It's good that he's doing good at camp, but I gotta see it. I gotta see it when the games count. You know what I'm saying? So I'm just gonna hold my breath on that. But it's good that I'm hearing good reports about him too. But yeah, man, this receiving core is legit. Bosa and Williams. It's iron sharpening iron, man. This is gonna make each one of them better.
Oh, man.
Jimmy G ain't got to worry about that left side, Ronbo.
I'm
To be honest
telling you,
with you, he really don't. And that's the side that's most important because Garoppolo is a right-hand quarterback. His back gonna be towards the left side. So he got to sleep real well at night, knowing he got True Wings blocking on his left side. He got to be. And then you got Bosa out there raising hell. And Bosa. I think Bosa gonna have a better year than he had last year.
he is, because he's got something to work with in practice every day now. When he gets up and comes to work, he ain't even worried about the game. What he's gonna be worried about is practice. He said, "Man, he ain't kicking my ass today. I'm gonna see to that right now." And Trent's probably said, "Don't play yourself. Come on, man. Come on, young man." Bam!
And another guy who I'm very impressed with is Marcel Harris.
Yes.
I'm really impressed with Marcel Harris. Marcel Harris is becoming consistent. He can be a major piece if we have to move on from Tart. He could be a major piece. If he can
Always liked him.
whenever.
Yes.
Yeah. He just has to, he just need to work on his tackling a little more because he did get exposed in New Orleans. But if he works more on his tackling and just be consistent, he would be a major piece going forward in case we have to let Tart go. You know what I'm saying?
Because Tart gets hurt all the time. If you got a guy that can solidly come in, see, it doesn't let up on the pressure. We just upped and ran out of time. Let me see you tomorrow, Will, as we see day 2 of the padded practices.
All right, man. Shout out to you, Ronbo, man. Shout out to my TNT fan, man. I'm a player upon the Dre, Trey, Big Show, Russo. Shout out to the Ronbo Sports Fan Club, Rico, Jersey, Joe, Sewell, Sheik, all them guys, man. Hey, man, Super Bowl 55, Tampa Bay, Florida. It won't be the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. It'll be the San Francisco 49ers versus to be announced. F the Rams, El Rudy, out the Super Bowl, and they bro. All right, Ronbo.
Thanks, Will. Oh, I love them sign-offs. Like, Will.
All right.
Hey, Rudy, you can call in, Rudy. I'd be delighted to hear what you have to say. What? Rudy, go ahead. Oh, Derek. Come on in, Dave.
Hey, what's going on, Ronbo?
Derek, partying, man. I'm partying now because the partying coming up later, and you got to get in shape. You got to get in party shape, Derek, because we're going to be partying a lot this year. You see, we've got way too many weapons now, just a ridiculous amount of weapons. Jimmy G will not be getting blamed and targeted for every little mistake on the offense this year. Oh, no. Now he's got the army that he needs out there. And he's got a left tackle that says, Jimmy, don't even worry, just keep your eyes right or any place else you want to. Don't worry about this left side unless you got a receiver over here because ain't nothing coming through here. And now you look at that matchup, which is going to be fun to watch in camp. And then we got the bad news. Of course, Jalen Hurd's not going to be joining us this year. And Kendrick Bourne. It was a KB day. Derek, your feelings on this thing?
First off, Ronbo, you know I'm high on Trent Taylor, and I'm glad my man's out there showing off.
And he is looking good, too.
Getting the rust off. I'm proud of Kendrick Bourne. He's come a long way, as far as cleaning up his technique in general, really. I want to see if he can line up correctly, too. He looks good in practice. I need him to line. Well, there was times where Debo had to show him where he needs. Actually, there was a couple games where they had to call a timeout.
Come on, Derek.
Kendrick.
Derek, that's your exaggerating. It wasn't that bad. And Kendrick was too clutch. Kendrick was too clutch all season.
Hey, the man can dance and he can play ball. I'm just saying. I want to see that too. I want him
how
to
many
keep
guys
going.
can do that? It's like trying to walk and chew gum at the same time. It's difficult for some people. But if you can dance and play football, especially a wide receiver at the same time, and do them both very good, that's saying something about an individual.
Also, I want to give a shout out to our O line. A couple of them had pressers today. I think it was Brunskill and who's the other guy?
Were there two
Ben
offensive
Garland.
line?
I think it was
did
them.
Garland
Yeah.
come up today? Or was that yesterday?
I think it was
Anyway,
Ben Garland.
yeah. But yeah.
Yeah, but I was happy to hear what they had to say about the them gelling and things of that nature. And Trent Williams and Bosa, what a battle! I'm happy to see that.
I love it.
I think we're in great shape though. With Hurd, I want to follow up on what Will said and put my prayers out for him.
Yeah.
He just has to keep on trucking. If Jack can come back and be the player that we've seen, I think it's inspiring for him being his teammate, especially, and I don't know. Hopefully he'll come back, but I think we're in great shape, even with the losses of certain receivers and things like that. I mean, that's the only real hit that we've taken is receivers. I mean, we're stacked everywhere else, Ronbo.
Isn't that strange?
Stacked.
Yeah, what is up with that?
Mm-hmm.
And that's funny. And that's the largest room we got, I think.
Mm-hmm.
Offensive linemen don't count, but the wide receivers, having double-digit amount of wide receivers, that's a lot of wide receivers. And they're going down like flies. Well.
Yeah, the few. Hurd has had his issues, and then Richie James with the wrist. Hopefully that's it, Dante's got to show up.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, Debo. But Debo's clearly on his way back. I just don't want him to rush back,
Yeah.
Nobody.
Well, he doesn't have to. If Aiyuk is what he appears to be, Debo can take his time, just get right. When you come in, you should be ready, Because remember, we got the dual tight end sets. And your guy, Trent Taylor, a lot of people don't understand the chemistry between Taylor and G. Even though he makes jokes, Trent Taylor, I got a feeling he could actually be right up there around the top as far as a stat leader for the 49ers. He's gonna stack that stack book. So yeah. We're good. We're good as far as receivers go.
Yeah. Before I go, Ronbo, just imagine now if we can get somebody in there. Well, we picked up a couple guys, JJ and Tavon. If we can get them, taking the top off, and we can shoot people up in the middle, we can kill you in the right. I mean, it's just going to be hard when you can attack at all levels with the run, with the deep, with the crossing route. This is going to be a problem.
Gotta have
Jennings,
that speed.
I hear that guy run some filthy routes, Ronbo.
My favorite term, Trent Taylor's term. Javon said it too. Said he's running filthy routes.
He just looked so serious when they asked him.
I've never heard that term applied in that way. I loved it.
Well, Ronbo, keep this red and gold train rolling, brother.
I'm loving it.
I'll catch up with you soon.
Looking forward to it, Derek. Have a good night, fam.
All right now. All right.
Yeah. He's got to be easier on my boy. KB works hard on them dance moves. He deserves a little love for that. I mean, how many guys get up with a smile that you can see in the upper deck and he's putting on a Michael Jackson show? Ryan! Ryan.
Hey, Ronbo, it's great to be on again after such a long
time, Ryan. Long time. How you been doing?
Good, great. And you? Yeah, man, I wish I was calling in on better circumstances because,
I know Jalen Hurd day. It sucks.
Yeah. But you know what I was thinking? I was thinking, when it comes to Super Bowl caliber football teams, like whether it be the Niners, Kansas City Chiefs, or whoever, the football guys are not going to let you cross the finish line with your top 53 men.
Never. Not one team. Yep.
Even a couple of years ago, the Philadelphia Eagles, they won the Super Bowl with their starting left tackle and quarterback. And the way I see it, losing a guy like Jalen Hurd, that was just us paying our dues to the football gods. You got to sacrifice somebody to the football gods, and this happened to get it out the way. What else was I going to say? Look at the Chiefs. They lost Damian Williams, and that guy, on his best day, he's the top 5 running back in the league. Not consistently. I'm talking about on Damian Williams' best day, he's arguably a top 5 running back in the league when you look at what he can do.
Wasn't that Damian Williams that got us in that fourth? Yeah, Damian got us. But you know what? They drafted another running back, though, that they feel good about.
Yeah. So, so we just, paid our dues. It's like this, man. We still, even without Jalen Hurd, we still have, obviously, Aiyuk. We have Debo. He's going to be coming back. Trent Taylor, Jordan Reed. Obviously, we got Kittle. So as long as you have, like, the top 5 guys on the team, your nucleus, which obviously the quarterback, top pass rusher, receiver. You can even throw Raheem Mostert in there. You're still going to be a very difficult team to deal with.
I love it. All those weapons and a good run game, too.
Exactly. I was telling you, man.
Offensive line like that.
Yeah. So, I mean, when you look at the roster, we're still a better team than we were, in my opinion, a year ago. We still have more depth than we did a year ago. Look who we started off as receiver last year. We had
his tryouts.
Pettis.
Yeah. Last year, exactly. Kyle was trying to find somebody. That's why he said, I'm looking for somebody to step up. I'm looking for guys to step up, so I can establish a crew. It took 6 weeks.
Man, I swear, the football guys, they must be with Dante Pettis. Because he is getting every opportunity to shine. Like, this is it, man. Like, Dante, missing Jalen Hurd, so, and then Mr. Debo, like, right now, it's time for him to shine. Have you heard anything about him?
No, I've just seen him. They've been posting up his mad. I mean, I'm telling you, his workouts are intense. Trying to get him. He's working hard to get back. He won't be long. And Kyle is still optimistic he may make week 1, but the doctor's gonna say, "Look, Kyle, no, man, no, week 3 earliest. That's probably gonna be it."
Yeah. Oh well, all we can do as fans is hope for the best. You know what I'm saying? And, take it like that. Take it, just be optimistic about it, because if it's meant to be, then it will be. Then we will be hosting the Barty Trophy hopefully at the end of the year. But we can't afford nobody else to get hurt. Plain and simple.
It's key personnel too. You're right, but see, because Jalen Hurd, we made it through the season without Jalen last year. I would have loved to have made it easier this year, even because Jalen Hurd does bring a lot of good stuff to the table. He probably could have had an impact that would measure big enough that you'd say he makes a huge difference. But yeah, we got to do another season without him. So, and we're going to see. There's so many guys out there now. When you get Jordan Reed coupling up with George Kittle, that's just an insane mismatch for any defense. And then you add Aiyuk and Trent Taylor being back. Now you have dual action beating. You got Taylor, and now you got those 2 tight ends out there. Wide receivers, we got aplenty. Even Kendrick Bourne, you add to that mix. It's just obscene. Jack McKinnon coming on the backfield. I got Juice on the field at the same time. Jimmy G's got 5 to 6 targets at any given play. With Trent Williams making sure nothing bothers him from the left side, he can really take you through all his. I mean, it's just going to be awesome to watch. Boy. Oh.
I know. I just can't wait. And don't forget about my man Jarek McKinnon, because they say he's been looking pretty good.
That's what I just mentioned. So, I said he's got Jarek McKinnon standing behind him. Jarek, even on a check down, Jimmy can drop it off to him. He runs like a wide receiver anyway, right? He works his head. Any linebacker out there, he's dead meat.
You got that right, because I was at the 49 camp when I saw him in action, so I know what he can do. I know what he's capable of doing. I mean, he was the best player on the field on the day I was there, so the Niners lost something special. That's why they wanted to, obviously have, retain him for so long, because they know what he's capable of.
What he's capable of. Especially in this offense, Ryan. especially this offense. So, yeah.
Tailor-made, man. Tailor-made.
Well,
Willie
we'll
Rombo, it
see.
was great to be on. I know you got other callers
Hey.
waiting. But, hey, man, let's wish you best. And let's let it go, one red and go.
There you go. Good to hear from you too, fam.
All right.
Talk to you
All
later.
right, you too. All right,
Smiley,
take care.
Smiley, get off my quarterback, man. You know, Russell Wilson lost to Nick Mullins. Had it been Jimmy, it would have been worse, all right? Some people talk about Jimmy ain't no quarterback. Russell Wilson is only so much, I mean, he's okay. But he gets his butt kicked in every big stage he's played on except for one time. Hey, John.
Hey, what's up, Ronbo?
John, enjoying the reports coming out of camp. I couldn't be more delighted. My boy, hey, John, you know how I feel about Kendrick Bourne? Bourne was the star of the show today. I couldn't get over it. And then, of course, you had that confrontation of who's going to be the man on offense and defense between Nick Bosa. Trent Williams were squared off, and Trent said nothing for you today, dude. I can't wait till next year. I mean, like tomorrow, and during the regular season, this is going to heat up all year long. It's going to become an ego thing, you know? Because if I'm Nick Bosa, does he know who I am? I'm Nick freaking Bosa, man. All right, let's go. Sit. You know, so Trent Williams says, I got to educate this dude. He don't understand. I'm Trent Williams.
Yeah, man, it's so exciting about the different battles that's going on in camp, man. In camp, so yeah, everything is good. I was kind of upset about. Well, I'm still upset about the Hurd injury,
No.
man.
It's a sad thing.
Yeah, it's just, oh man, that's crazy.
You know,
But
it's fate.
I'm so excited about all the other wide receivers and. You think Jennings got a shot at making this roster?
Who?
Jennings. Javon.
Juwan.
Javon Jennings.
Oh, Jennings.
From
Oh,
Tennessee.
yes, I really do. In fact, Javon Jennings is going to present a problem that I don't know if they anticipated. John, I'm trying to figure out 5 guys from the guys we've already had before, and 2 newbies are going to be added to that offensive room. I figure Kyle's going to go 7 deep. He's going to have to. But I just don't know which room they're going to cut back on. It's probably going to be the running back room. But Jamal Hasty is looking like prime time stuff. So I don't know what they're going to do.
Let me see. I don't know what they're going to do either. Because we got, 4 tight ends?
Yes.
Got 4
There's another
tight
thing. It's too much high caliber talent this year. Dwelly is not a superstar, but he's very serviceable, and he knows this offense, and he does his job well for what he stays within himself, and he does a good job. Okay, but you got Jordan. John, you don't know if he's going to stay on the field all year because of his history. He may not last all year. And now you have that rookie. I saw some footage of him making that play. That boy's athletic. I'm talking about
Warner.
Warner. Yeah.
Yeah,
I said,
Warner.
look at that. Well, that's not. Wow. He's not a grunt.
That's
He can really play. He used to be a wide receiver.
And then him and Kittle, from what I heard, him and Kittle is linking up because he wanted to, they said he had asked Kittle about like blocking schemes and stuff like that right there. So Kittle was taking him under his wing, and that's
and taking him
that's
seriously.
real good.
Yeah, got respect for him because he was asking George about blocking, So this is important in Kyle Shanahan's offense, as you know, John. So yeah, he's got the right mindset.
Oh
already.
yeah, my son wanted me to tell you what's up.
Hey, what's his name?
We call him Little John.
Little John, what's up, man? he's a 49er fan too, right?
Oh yeah, die hard Niner fan.
Well, that's awesome stuff. Mentor Timmy says he heard Kyle's looking for 11 for camp until the season starts. We got 9 right now with a Hurd going. Kyle's going to be bringing us. There's going to be some surprises. Jaron Brown. John, you know anything about Jaron? But I've never paid any attention to Jaron.
Yeah, I never paid attention to him.
Yeah, I know. I mean, it's just
that. Like when that came across my Twitter feed. Oh yeah, and I don't know if you know it, but I've been following you on Twitter for a while now. Yeah. My name is at 49 Bay Area Bullies.
All right. That's easy to remember too. That's okay. So that's all right. That's you. I'll see that. Because, like, a lot of times I'm talking to people, I don't even know who it is. It might be somebody who called in, but I don't know the username. Yeah. You probably see me in there arguing and fighting with them Hawks fans. Hawks fans are really obnoxious this year. They've been, man, boys, man, I don't know who and the guy smiling and thinking he's disrespecting Jimmy because he thinks his quarterback is the best in the world. His quarterback has won one time. He's got his butt exited out of every playoff since then, and now he's got the unmitigated audacity to talk about Jimmy G not be worth a damn. What is wrong with these people? Okay, let me not get started on that.
I was laughing so hard on Twitter today. They're giving Russell Wilson, man, the business on Twitter.
Got to. He gets a lot of praise. He does a good job. But what's wrong with the playoffs and the Super Bowls, okay? You got one, but everybody would have won that Super Bowl the Hawks won. We were supposed to be in that, and we would have won. It's not a big deal. Ever since then, it's been garbage. Yeah. Not complete garbage. Yeah. They're a regular season team. But that's it for the Hawks. They're not going anywhere. And they're going to do it again this year. The Hawks will get into the playoffs this year with a 9-7 record. Good, Hawks. Good. You'll be out in a minute.
But yeah, we still will have a good year, Ronbo.
I know.
We still will have a good year. I know everybody kind of down about the Hurd injury, but we still will have a good year.
I know. We did without Hurd last year. It was unfortunate. I really want to see what he can bring to the table. Damn it. We got to wait another year? Yeah. And you know how an ACL is.
Another year, man.
It may take longer than another year, too, man. If he can... Well, he got hurt early, so maybe by this time next year he'll be fine. I hope so.
Yeah. Well, yeah, he'll be fine. And so I mean to ask you, you look into our linebacker coach?
Maceo? Oh, Maceo could play right now. He's got them boys looking sharp.
I'm excited about our linebacker coach. He's true.
He's a great coach. Man. But John, I'm sorry. John, we got to go. We're out of time. Let me see you tomorrow.
All right, no problem, man.
All right, fam.
Man, I appreciate everything you do, man.
Thanks, fam. Say good night. Hey, little John, good night, fam. You guys have a good night.
All right.
All right.
All right.
Oh, God. Hey, somebody didn't aware of the fact that they got pads on. They got pads on. This is the first day of pads. So anything you see from now on is actually legit. Tyler. Can't be which Tyler is it? It's Tyler, a.k.a. the former Cornflake Kid. Tyler, where you?
Okay, now we gotta establish something right now. We're dropping that name.
Tyler, I used to love that about you.
We dropped that a while ago.
I know, you know how much I used to like that, though. Because you would, whenever you tell the stories about what was going on around the house, you would give every little detail, right? So my cousin's having a bowl of cornflakes, and you're a funny guy, Tyler. You're just a naturally funny guy.
That's what I'll tell you what happened with that. The whole reason you came up with that. So it was in 2014. We played a game against the Chargers, right? It was that game that Kaepernick ran that 90-yard touchdown.
Right.
Well, we were up by as much as like 21 in that game, and then we ended up blowing it, losing it in overtime. Well,
unreal.
One of my cousins had fell asleep, and the other one had stayed up and watched it with me. So the one that was asleep, the one that fell asleep, we were up by like 21 when he fell asleep. So in the morning, I was trying to act like we won and stuff because I didn't want him to think that we had lost and blew it or whatever. And so my one cousin wouldn't let me keep on with that, so we ended up telling him that we lost. And yeah, he's eating cereal. I forgot. I don't think I told you it was cornflakes, but I know he was eating his cereal and everything. I told him that's
hope that we had lost.
And we went from the 1-2-3 kid to the cornflake kid. Tyler, my dude. Hey, Tyler, you took into today's action today. You know, Kendrick Bourne was awesome. Jalen Hurd found a way to
love
get
Kendrick
Hurd.
Bourne.
And there's
Oh yeah, didn't somebody owe you a KB jersey and they never got it to
see,
you?
Big Show, I've been telling him to call me. It's Big Show. He does not. Big Show's got Kendrick Bourne getting cut this year.
But we all know that Show's a clown.
Give it up.
If he's the Big Show, consider me Mark Henry, all right? Like, come on.
I don't
World's
understand
strongest
it.
man.
Oh, man. But anyway.
Yeah, he's a clown, man. He's
You know
a
what,
closet Rams fan.
Big Show's going to have something to say about that. But here's the thing, you know. If Bourne is going to take his place as the team lead, even if he's not going to be the highest stat guy, I like that he has the mindset now to lead guys. You see him in the offseason, some of those videos he did. He was out there telling guys, and he looked real serious. And I didn't know he had the ability to be serious because he's always laughing and smiling. And he was really mad with the guys who weren't doing things as he instructed them during those drills. I said, look at KB. He can be hard if he needs to. I was delighted. So he's two different personalities. So,
yeah, KB, I like him a lot. I think I put something on my Instagram story. It was like one of his posts on like Media Day, and then he had posted it on his story that I had posted on my story of what I had posted. So I was like, oh, he mentioned me. So that's pretty cool. Yeah, so KB's a cool guy. Yeah, but listen, one thing we must never forget. Show was that guy that wanted us to get Rashawn Gary over Nick Bosa. Never forget that.
I reminded him of that for a long time. I forgot about that. Yes, but he says he was just tongue in cheek. He was kidding. No, you weren't, Show. You were serious. He did not want Nick Bosa. Who did he want that year?
Rashawn Gary.
No,
who got drafted by the Packers, where he's not even starting.
Is he with them anymore? You never hear his name.
He's still with the Packers. Yeah, because the Packers went out and got those Smith boys, so I don't even think he was starting.
Nah, and let's see if he starts this year. So first round pick, watching Nick Bosa in San Francisco.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Never let Show forget that he wanted Rashawn Gary instead of Nick Bosa.
You know what's so funny is he keeps an eye on play. He had his bias got in the way of good judgment that year, but normally he does pick out. He picked out Fred Warner. And I was shocked. I didn't know what a Fred Warner was. I do now.
Yeah, that was a good pick. Good pick.
Yeah.
Fred Warner was a steal. He's one of my favorite players, man. He kind of looks like one of my teammates, actually, in high school. Actually, he's He's a wide receiver, but he kind of looks like him a little bit.
Man, Fred is.
So that's pretty cool.
Fred is. Amazing.
Yeah, but I want to say one thing. Jaron Brown. I don't think he's related to John Brown, but Jaron Brown that we brought in today, he is a speedster. And he would be a good pickup. Like also with Tavon Austin and J.J. Nelson, those are good pickups for speed too. Because Shanahan takes advantage of speed.
Jaron Brown's a speedster. Hey, what is he? Is he a 4.3 guy?
Yeah, he's a speedster too.
You notice?
I don't know if he's a 4.3 guy, but he's a speedster too.
Oh, that's interesting.
He's fast.
Well, let's see. This is the thing. Kyle's looking at all speed merchants. He's not big because he got plenty of yak guys, but we're looking for that guy to pull those guys out of the box. Kyle says, I don't ever want to see that again. They stacked that box in the Super Bowl with no respect whatsoever. That's not going to happen again.
And Ronbo, man, I'll tell you one thing. They're putting Tavon Austin and J.J. Nelson at punt return the other day and everything. Mm-hmm. Look, if Shanahan insists on letting Dante Pettis make this team, put him where he's going to be useful. For God's sakes, punt return, kick return. Put him there if you insist on keeping him on the roster. Otherwise, he's useless. And I'm sorry if I'm being very direct right here, because you said the other day that we're done picking on Dante. Well, I ain't. I'm sorry. That man needs to be put where he's useful. Punt return, kick return. If not, trade it for a 6th-round pick and be done with it.
We can't. Tyler, not even a 4th round. He was a 2nd-round pick. We're
not going to get a 4th round. We're not going to get a 4th round for him. I'm sorry.
Yeah. Lino Hernandez, he's a 4.4. I've got his pulled up his thing. 6'3", so he's a big target. 4.4. How come the Hawks got rid of him?
But here's the thing, Ronbo. I told you this before. Dante's a cat. He literally openly admits he licks his paw. Like, he's a cat. He ain't a dog. We need dogs, all right? So let's get rid of him.
But I'm looking at Jaron Brown. Okay, here's the thing, because all of us are concerned about Dante making this thing. Who do you sacrifice? We're not getting rid of Javon Jennings. Okay, and already established positions are Debo and Aiyuk are the recently picks, right? Kendrick Bourne and Trent Taylor are going to stay as well. Who am I missing here?
I don't see Dante making the team. Either we're going to trade him or we're just going to flat out cut him if we can't trade him. And I'll tell you one thing. I want to run something by you.
Right.
So it's kind of weird because I've heard like stories behind the scenes about Shanahan and Lynch, the way they discuss things. I've heard some. I don't know what specifically it was, but I've heard about some disagreements that they've had. Which there's no hostility between them. I'm not saying that. What I'm saying is I've heard about some of their disagreements.
Yeah, they got to have those.
What I'm saying is I've heard about some of their specific disagreements, and for whatever reason, I feel like I trust John Lynch with the team as far as the roster goes a little bit more than Shanahan. And I don't know what it is. There was a couple stories where I was like, okay, Shanahan's judgment was kind of bad there. Like, Shanahan's a great play caller, he's a great head coach, but as far as managing the roster, I feel like I trust John Lynch a little more.
You know,
and I have reasons for that.
Well, there's plenty, because the fact of the matter is, Bobby Turner and Kyle Shanahan were crazy. They just couldn't stop it with John. As far as picking up, what's his name? Williams. What was his first name? The running back we got that first year. John. John didn't.
Joe Williams.
Joe Williams.
John Williams.
Lynch didn't really want him. They begged him. Finally, he said, okay. They picked him up, and look what happened. I don't know who C.J. Beathard. I don't know who that choice was. But
Shanahan wanted C.J. Beathard. Never forget.
See, there are times. Oh, that's right. What am I saying?
Oh.
He likes the toughness and all that stuff. The guy that stands in the pocket, keeps his eyes downfield. You're right. There's another Kyle choice.
And I love Kyle.
I do too.
I love Kyle to death.
But
seriously, I trust Shanahan's judgment with the roster. I trust Lynch's judgment as far as evaluating the roster a little bit more.
Yeah,
I have one more thing to run by you.
Real quick, Tyler, because we're out of time.
I watched this video. Yeah, I'll make it quick. I watched a video today about I forgot what guy it was, but he was answering this question. Somebody asked who's better quarterback, Mullins or Garoppolo. This guy said Mullins is actually a lot better in practice, but when Garoppolo gets into the game, it's just more of his element. It's like he gets into the game and he calms down. Mm-hmm. Like they say that Garoppolo's a normal practice quarterback. He's not great in practice, but when you get into the games, that's where he's better than Mullins. Mm-hmm. I thought that was interesting because they said Mullins is an absolute gamer in practice, but Garoppolo's better in games. And I was like, okay, that's interesting.
And the thing is, Mullins is a solid guy, but I think Garoppolo's ceiling is just bigger for some reason. Tyler.
Oh, Garoppolo's going to have a year.
Oh, yeah. This is going to be his year.
Williams is going to do great.
Yeah. All right, fam. Tyler, let me see you tomorrow, man, if you get a chance, all right?
Yeah, I'm going to start getting in here more often. I know I told you a couple months ago I'd do that, but
yeah, you did.
There's a lot going on. So
all right. You take care of business.
When
you get a chance, we'll be waiting for you. All right.
All right. Niner Empire, Niner for life, forever faithful. Bang, bang, Niner gang. Win, lose, or tie, Niner till I die. Love you, Ronbo. Give me a hug. Peace
Love
out.
you back, fam. Good night, Tyler. Yeah, I got no problem with Mullins, but I do think Garoppolo's the showman, the guy with the gleam in his eye when you just barely need it at the end. Hey, Rick!
What's good, sir?
Rick, man, it was a day of fun. Because if Kendrick Bourne anytime I hear about Kendrick Bourne being the star of the show, I'm going to be lit. Man, I tell you, I love me some Kendrick, man. Because he just brings that personality to the game along with his playmaking, right? And when he does things, how many clutch plays did Clinch make? Did he make last year? Every time you look up, Kendrick!
Like either a third down or a touchdown. Either third down
or touchdown.
Third down conversion or a touchdown.
I mean, and them end zone shots that we had to have now.
Absolutely.
So as soon as we got near the end zone, hey, where's 84? Where's 84, coach? Yeah. So, yeah, he's my guy. And then, of course,
he's running across the back of the end zone on that back line and catching another touchdown for us.
He's so quick at getting in and out of routes. The defenders always get smoked.
Mm-hmm.
And also that battle
Absolutely.
between Trent Williams and this is the one that we're going to watch all the way up until opening day. It's hilarious stuff. There is going to be a day, though, Rick, because Trent Williams handled Nick today. There's going to be those days, though. It looks like Nick Bosa took some exception to being embarrassed by Trent Williams yesterday, and today Nick got the upper hand. I'm waiting for that report.
Yeah, absolutely.
Love it.
Absolutely.
But anyway, your feeling on the day.
Hey, Ronbo, I already told you, dude. Look, I told you our biggest competition is going to be us. Every day, like you said before, you're going to have days where the reports are the offense is wearing out the defense is wearing out the offense. But you know what? At the end of the day, when we finally put our finished product on the field, we're going to smack everybody this year. We have unfinished business from last year. We're going to take care of our business this year. We're going back to the Super Bowl. We're winning it all. Jimmy G, Super Bowl MVP. And the thing was, it's crazy. They're crazy, like you said before. Now we got Aiyuk. Now we got J.J. Nelson, Javon Austin. We got Bourne. We got Trent Taylor. We got Javon Jennings. We got Devo coming back. That's not even including Kittle. That's not including Jordan Reed. That's not including Mostert. That's not including McKinnon. That's not including Coleman. Dude, I promise you, it's almost going to be like, Kyle's going to be like, hey, dude, just calm down for a minute, man. You're like a mad scientist for a minute, man. I mean, but look, we're going to run all kinds of packages off the field. They will not know which way we're going to hit them. I promise you. We were second in the league last year in scoring. We're going to be number one this year. We're going to wear everybody out. I'm like Deion now. At this point, give me 15-1, man. 15-1, and maybe the one might be the one might be some old fluky stuff like near the end of the year where we already got everything wrapped up. And that's if we have it, that might be even with our second string, we can still beat most of the NFL players.
Yeah.
Dude, we're better. We're just
none
better.
of the starters.
We're better. We're different, man.
You're right. None of the starters in Week 17.
People.
Got to be careful about that because remember the Rams did that and got rusty in 1 week. So you know.
Yeah, but no, look. We're not the Rams.
Yes,
we're nowhere near. We're near the Lambs or the Rams, whatever you want to call. We're not that one fluke team like they were. Whatever, dude. I'm just so hyped. I'm so hyped. I'm so glad that we're getting back football. I feel bad that Jalen Hurd got hurt, and we definitely praying for him and quick healing and be able to heal up and see him next year. I'm so excited for Javon Jennings. That's another red zone threat for us. That's another red zone threat for us. We got Trent Taylor and Kendrick Bourne rocking the slot. We got the speedsters, man. I'm just over the top. Like the last caller said, Jimmy G's gonna work all year, man. He's gonna work all year long. Because you already been hearing that he's completing more deep balls. He's completing more deep passes this year. In practice already.
Jimmy probably worked on that all off season. Also, what everybody needs to realize is when you ain't got no time, Joe Staley was amazing. But now that left side, Jimmy can actually relax, take his time.
Oh my God!
Find his target and hit it. I've seen him throw deep when he was in New England. And
absolutely,
So it wasn't never inability as much as it was you got to move quickly. You got to work as well as your offensive line. We're going to see. And now he's got receivers who can handle the job too. That's the very important.
Dude. Yeah. And then on top of it, it's like everything between Javon Austin and J.J. Nelson. Then you got I even give Kitty Cat Man, Dante Pettis a shot, or Jermichael Hastings or whoever. We're going to have such great field position because of our punt returners and our kickoff return game, man. It's going to be unfair. We are going to be that team from back in the day. I would say either 94 Niners or the 89 Niners, where they just pretty much even 84, even 84, which a lot of people sleep on, but where we just rough shot through everybody. And then the Super Bowl, it's going to be like a foregone completion.
And then the defense comes on the field. Now what you going to do?
Yeah.
It gets worse.
Exactly.
It gets worse for you.
It gets worse because this year, I'm telling you, as good as our defense was last year, our defense is going to be even better because, number
Fred
one,
Warner already
we're going
promised
to put up more points.
Mm-hmm.
We're going to score more points. So guess what? We're going to force the offense to have to abandon the run, and all they have to try to pass to get back in the game. And guess what? You got Armstead, Ford, Bosa, Kinlaw, DJ Jones, even Solomon Thomas.
Hey, wait, you
we're
forgot
all
about
coming for you.
A completely rehab D Ford. See, it's
Man.
going to be. I mean, hey, and
He's
you
going
think
to be
they beat
100%
up
this year, man.
Oh,
100% this. Dude, everybody, like, as good as we were last year, we're even better than we were last year.
Which is ridiculous.
And that's scary. That's scary because we were 13-3, and we really should have been more like 15-1 or 16-0 because we had some old trash stuff happen at the end. But we're even better than last year, man. So I'm so excited. Every day I'm looking at everything, man. It's just I'm ready for football. I wish we had some kind of preseason scrimmages to see other players. But hey, I trust Lynch. I trust Kyle Shanahan to make the right decisions. And when come our first game of the season, all the way through the Super Bowl run, we're gonna be the best team out there. We're gonna win it all, man.
Tell you, because you mentioned about being better. If for no other reason, it's continuity. You see, because you can't bring back a bunch. Fred Warner already told everybody we're playing a lot faster than we did last year. Why? Because we know what we're doing now, and everybody knows each other. We're ready to roll.
They don't have to think. They don't have to think. Everything is now reacting. Everything is now, especially on defense. Defense, all reactions. It's not thinking. So the more you think, that it makes them slow down or whatever. But because they're reacting more, and they already trust their eyes of what they've been seeing, and they got the continuity. Man, it's gonna be so beautiful. It's gonna be so beautiful. Ooh la la! That's gonna be our theme song for the whole season. Ooh la la!
Singing all from the second quarter on, singing ooh la la, ooh la 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 la. What you gonna do?
Yes, sir.
Hey, see, this is the thing. I've been waiting to sing since what? Rick, we're gonna go. Rick. You've been missing. Rick, get in here tomorrow. No, it's you here for a couple of days.
Yes,
right?
yes, sir,
right.
Man. I'm sorry, I've been, but I'm back, man. But dude, Niners, we back. Niners faithful, y'all continue to social distance, all this, and promise you, this is gonna be a beautiful year. Super Bowl champions, 55. You heard it here first, man. I keep saying Jimmy G Super Bowl MVP, and guess what? Kyle Shanahan's going to be the coach of the year,
finally.
Too. NFL Coach of the Year. He should have been last year, but they gave it to him this year.
Oh, I know, man. They gave it to Lamar. Okay, that's all right. You know what? Harbaugh.
Right.
I ain't gonna start.
Whatever. Hey, Niner faithful, Niner Empire. Y'all have a great night. Talk to you tomorrow.
All right, fam. Night.
Okay. Bye.
Because Jim Harbaugh, man. He didn't go from 4-12 to the Super Bowl. Okay. Hey, fam, Gabriel Zamudio say, Gabriel said, who's got it better than us? We got to come up with a new one, don't we? Because that was Harbaugh's era. We got to come up with a new one. So any suggestion in chat for what do we say now? Because who's got it better than us is so awesome. That's going to be hard to beat. Yeah. Hey, Daryl Hicks, thanks, man. What's the story on Pettis? Daryl, he's in chapter, let's see, what chapter he's in? He's in chapter 2. We already wrote the preface. We're still waiting for Pettis' next chapter. Camp rolls on, we're going to find out more. But because Jalen Hurd missing, he may have a shot. But you know what? If I'm looking at 5 guys and they add 2, if they add Jaron and they add also one of those speeds, which is Jalen, or J.J. Nelson, and of course Tavon Austin, somebody is going to lose a job this year that we've been used to. Hey, Ellis! Joseph Smiley, 8-8. That's your record, Joseph Smiley. You might be 7-9, actually. Ellis!
What's up, family?
Ellis, we're sitting here laughing, basically laughing at the rest of the NFL versus the 49ers roster. And knowing the coaches we have in place, it's kind of nasty disadvantage and really not fair at all for the rest of the league. But also today's practice, I got Kendrick Bourne out there finally reaching the maturity that he's out there leading the pack. He did it. He had an awesome day today. And that was largely due to Trent Williams keeping people off of Jimmy so he can do his work. I said, what? Kendrick was in the end zone all day? Who was in the secondary? So, Trent Taylor was looking good today.
Yeah.
And there's several things going on today. But the bad news is Jalen Hurd. Our fears have been realized. And yesterday, it was hopeful that it was just a cramp. It was more than a cramp. MRI is revealing that it might be an ACL tear. But they haven't confirmed that yet because there's other reports coming back saying they're not sure if it's ACL or MS. We'll see. They'll be further, I guess. But, yeah. What are you thinking on the day, though?
Man, I guess we'll start out first and foremost, man. Shout out to Jalen Hurd, man. We hope that he gets a speedy recovery, and that he takes his time and, can mentally and psychologically kind of process what's going on right now. Because, when you play this game of football, it's emotion and so many things involved. And, to not be able to play because of injury and having to sit back and watch everybody, kind of just be able to play and, do things in full motion, and you can't, and that you have all these different attributes and things that you can bring to the team, successfully. It's a hard pill to swallow, man. So that's why I was saying yesterday, I really never got too real motivated about it, just because I was thinking like, man, that back, the one wrong move in that back and it's over. And by him taking down his Instagram, that lets you know. That's why I said, by him taking down the Instagram, it could have been something real that happened. Yeah. And I think that was just the frustrations of probably what he was even thinking, because he knows what happened to his body. He can feel it.
And he did that
he
before,
was probably
too.
like, man, I got to get the hell. Yeah. Mm-hmm. So, but I mean, shout out to him, man. Jalen, stay on top, champ. Everything's, we're gonna bring a trophy. You still gonna get a ring. So don't worry about it. The great thing about having such a loss, with this young guy, Jalen, is the depth, man. I've been saying this since last season, and look at we even with the loss of him, even with Richie, even with Debo, we still got all these other guys that we have high praise for and that are showing improving their capability, every day. And of course, we got KB, we got Brandon, we got Jalen, we got Jaron, we got the new guys that came in, Tavon, and the other guy, I can't remember all their names, and then this new guy Brown that came from the Seahawks. He actually was a good receiver. I seen him catch a few balls when we played him, and he's one of those little guys that can get some good production. So I'm just glad that the coaching staff are able to replenish and kind of keep some extra pieces in the background just in case, because he's seeing that anything can happen. And guys are dropping like flies, and that's one of our biggest rooms, like you said. But, we need guys that are able to really come in and do things. So with the veteran aspect of those guys, Tavon and them, and the great, the greatness of these young rookies and these second-year players, everything's just going to mesh well together. These are all a bunch of hungry guys. So, it's a little messed up, but, I mean, it is what it is. We can't do anything about, guys getting injured. It's going to happen. But as long as we're able to reproduce some new and additional talent, and keep the wheels spinning, we're gonna be good.
Ellis, you know what? Look at your 5 receivers. I'm thinking because there's going to be 2 new guys in that wide receiver room. For some reason, I think that's what it's going to be, right? So now with Jalen Hurd gone, okay, so you got Debo and Aiyuk. You immediately count them for sure. They're locks. I'm pretty sure Kendrick Bourne is a lock too now. Trent Taylor is actually probably a lock. And 5, is it going to be Pettis? Is it going to be Jennings? I don't think it's going to be Poindexter. It's not going to be Richie James. Did I see?
No,
man,
I go ahead.
No, I see that. Yeah. Am I missing anybody? Who else?
I'm going to be honest. I really would like us to have Jawan Jennings on the active roster and playing because of his size and his, aggressive and dog-like nature. When we get to the goal line, man, and we get within the, inside of the 20, I mean, he is a dangerous guy. And I mean, imagine us being on the goal line. You could just throw the ball up and he's going to get it. Like basketball, you treat it like basketball. You lob it up there. He's going to jump over the corners. He's going to take the ball. you just put it in, it's in a spot or a particular place. That'll be like all day. So I just don't see him not being incorporated into the offense, a little bit sooner. But if he's not, then so be it, because, it may take a little while to get acclimated with stuff. And Dante has a little bit more of an understanding of the playbook.
Yes,
so then it could be a disadvantage for Jaron in that aspect.
Yeah,
but again, but again, Dante has to earn it, though. I want Jennings. I'm going to be honest. I would like to see Javon Jennings a whole lot more than than at this time, I would say Dante. However, I feel like Dante's maybe he's going to turn a corner, and he might come through for us this year, and we can't really speak on Debo until he gets in right now. I know he's our guy, but he's not playing right now. So we got to talk about everybody who we know is active right now is going to be able to play for us week 1, and at least for the first, 3 weeks. And we got to kind of just, look at the guys that we know we'll be able to utilize within that time. And hopefully that gets some more reps for Jaron, so he can really get acclimated, because I feel like he's going to be a dangerous dude. He picks up a little bit more. If he gets a little bit faster too, I'm just saying, just a little bit. He's because he's such a big kid, and he moves.
He doesn't need to.
He moves without fear.
I understand he runs nice routes, or as Trent Taylor said, filthy routes. If you run good routes, it's like Kyle Shanahan says.
It don't matter.
Speed is not the best thing. Some speedsters can't even catch the ball, and they run sorry routes. If you can run good routes, and you notice the best receivers in the NFL are not fast, except for Tyreek Hill.
Right.
But Tyreek Hill is just getting away because he's got a quarterback like he has that can throw the ball deep, and he can just outrun everybody. But otherwise,
right. Yeah. So it really doesn't matter, but I know that's just going to be him getting better. He's going to get faster anyway, because he's going to expect more out of himself. He's going to work towards trying to get his feet going a little bit more. And, I'm just saying, because we want to get better. You want to get bigger, you want to get stronger, you want to get faster. So he's going to do that anyway. I feel like that's just a determination and, just something naturally he's already got within himself. So he's got a really high ceiling. And, we got Brandon, we got Trent, we got all the other cats. KB's going to come and take the role. I feel like for the, he could be arguably, our number one coming into week 1, or definitely a 2. I don't see him being 3, and I feel like
he's not going to be an auxiliary man anymore. that was
Hell no. Bigger, stronger, and faster. KB is looking real good. But man, and shout out to Nick Bosa and Trent Taylor. Trent Williams going to work, man, and all the different things I've been seeing. Marcel Harris and the guys in the secondary looking good. We got a lot to really be proud of, man. So stay positive, as we all are, man. And shout out to you, Ronbo, again.
Thanks, man.
Family, for the show and the platform. Y'all make sure that y'all subscribe to that Ronbo Sports channel. YouTube, man. Hit the likes. Everything. Show love. And I'm about to go to this casino, man, and try to go hit.
Good luck, Alice. Don't come out of there naked, boy. I still remember my days doing that. Boy, I'm calling home. Mama. What, boy? Because if you ask me for money to get you a bus home, I ain't giving you nothing. If you don't know what you're doing, you shouldn't be going down there. Mama, listen, can we argue about this? We give you back. Send me $50.
Hey, right. I did good last night. This guy was at the table, said he lost $17,000 in 48 hours. I said, I don't even know how you're here right now, my man.
You can do that, Ellis.
But anyway.
Whoa.
17,000. Yeah.
That's terrible.
All right, family. Much love, family. Shout out to everybody out there, man, and go Niners for life.
I do, man. Night, Alex. Good luck.
Peace.
Oh,
Shout out.
God. Wait a minute. I see a bet going on up there now. No, he didn't. Hey, somebody take Smiley up on that. I'll back that up. Smiley's a fool. He really thinks the Seahawks are better than 49ers? That's just stupid. Hey, Alex!
Ronbo, what it do, man?
Alex, man, I'm sitting here enjoying today's festivities out of at the facility, and it was the first day of padded practice, of course, and it was fun to hear about some of the things. All good news today, except for Jalen Hurd, right? Because knowing that Kendrick Bourne, my favorite guy, was out there having a day, and that Trent Williams and Nick Bosa are actually putting on a separate show at the end of the line. That's just hilarious. This is going to we think Trent's good now. We've seen nothing as to how good Nick Bosa is going to be this year as well. Because,
and that's...
Man, Go ahead.
I mean, it's crazy to hear about Trent Williams walking up Bosa because this dude Williams has been out for a year.
Yes.
You know, he hasn't played football in over a year, and he didn't give nothing up to Bosa. And Bosa obviously is coming off the season, and granted it's his second year, but I was pretty impressed hearing that.
And remember,
I'm stoked about Williams.
And Alex, do you remember Nick talking about some moves he's been working on and things like that? It meant nothing today. Nick's got to be. I hope that doesn't mess with his psyche, though. No, he's not the type. Nick's going to come back harder than ever tomorrow. I just hope he doesn't get hurt.
For sure.
Yeah.
No, yeah. Fingers crossed. But, man, what do we got to do? Do we got to wear, like, garlic around our neck? Do we got to, like, start carrying rabbit feet in our pockets? Are we stepping on too many tracks? Like, what is going on? Ronbo, Jalen Hurd was my guy. That's like one of the names I did not want to hear on the injury list.
He was doing
and of
so
course,
well.
it's an ACL.
Of course,
it's an ACL. Like,
can't be just soft tissue.
It's just devastating, man. I was so stoked to see that dude in our system. Anyways, we got some dude. KB looks like he's doing good. Aiyuk is. Arrow's pointing up. You know, we got some guys, but, I mean, that's 3 wide receivers now that are injured. I know Debo is going to come back earlier, but I mean, you know, I'm not worried.
I don't want him coming back too early. I just hope when he does come back, he's fully ready and capable to come back.
I don't want that either. He needs to come back whenever he's in football shape. Because I think we'll be okay the first few games of the season because we got the Cardinals, and then we got Giants and Jets. And obviously, I'm not too worried about those teams. At least their defenses. So I think we'll get deep back in time. But I'm so bummed about Hurd, Ronbo. Like, why? We have the worst luck with injuries. I swear, bro. I swear we have the worst luck with injuries.
Well, you know,
I don't know what it is, man.
There's some other teams. You know, some teams last year that were worse than we were as far as injuries. There was a couple of teams that got completely decimated. So we had our year. Remember that year we lost every damn body, and they were calling people at home on their sofa doing nothing, and they had to come in and play for the 49ers. See that? So we had that year already. It's not as bad as it has been.
Okay. The good news is I think honestly, like, this might sound crazy, but like the injuries have helped us in a sense because it's given our players game experience. So, like, going forward, if we do, knock on wood, have injuries, we got guys beneath them that got some really good experience. Like, I mean, look at last year with School and Brunskill and E-Man came out of nowhere. Even McLaughlin, our kicker that we picked up off the street, like, yeah, he didn't finish the game against Seattle, but I don't know. I think that it's helped us long term with our depth. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. Well, we wouldn't have Nick Bosa. But you know what? We wouldn't have a lot of things if we hadn't got our butt handed to us the years that we did. Sometimes those are not bad things, just in the grand scheme of things. You just don't feel like enduring that pain as it's taking place. You know, it's just embarrassing. Yeah. And you know, Hawks fans are still saying, you guys haven't done anything yet. We split the series last year. No, we didn't. No, we didn't. You guys got away with a hope and a prayer at the end of the first game, and now we're equal. We're not equal. We had George Kittle up on the bench watching the game. I got Emmanuel Sanders goes out in the first half, and you guys were losing at that point. I want them beaten through the dirt. I want it so deep that they got to get a backhoe to dig them out. I'm sick of the Hawks talking smack. They got no right to talk.
We're gonna shut them up this year, Ronbo. We're gonna go 2-0, and if they make playoffs, 3-0. But it's funny because they always talk about how Niners fans are living in the past, but now who's living in the past when you guys are talking about a Super Bowl that happened over 5 years ago?
See?
Like, that's your only Super Bowl win ever.
It's adding up. The years are adding up.
Right, it's years ago that, like, you guys were, like, relevant. Like, the only reason you guys are relevant right now is because of Russell Wilson. Like, yeah, put respect on his name. He's a great quarterback, but now they got Joel Adams, but they don't have depth. They don't have a team. They have a few guys, and that's not how you win. Like, yeah, Russell Wilson can take over a game, but guess what? We got the Seahawk killer and Drake Greenlaw who's going to shut that fool up.
I know.
So,
they got exactly the right guy. Greenlaw, he loves playing the Hawks. You know, And one guy tried to tell me, George Kittle's no big deal. We contained him. George Kittle got 90-something yards, 87 yards on a few handful of carries. How did you contain George Kittle in the game, too? No, you didn't.
You can't. He's gonna embarrass Wagner on the field, and I cannot wait for that because Seahawks fans are always saying how Wagner or KJ Wright are gonna come up and shut down Kittle or Joel Adams. I was gonna lay his ass out. Like, please, dude, I freaking doubt that shit right there, man. Like, give me a break. This dude Kittle's gonna run through their faces just like he's saying. Hey, about Jawan Jennings, I hear a lot of people saying they're hyped for him. I'm not trying to be a buzzkill or nothing, but I mean, being a rookie wide receiver in the league is not easy. Like, the DBs he's going against they're all professionals. They're all grown-ass men. Like, they aren't college DBs. So I'm not really, like, saying too much about Jawan Jennings. I hear good things in practice.
Yeah.
But I just think that we need to, like, pump our brakes because I don't want people getting, like, too hyped up and then not him like, showing out and then, you know, talking
and
smack.
then, like, start calling the bus.
Fans like to talk smack.
Hey, yeah, because we're famous for that.
I myself, I'm pumping my brakes on him a little bit because I don't know if, like, his separation skills are going to be super great in the game. But I know he can make those contested catches. I know that's his game right there. So we'll see with him. But I'm keeping my eye on the wide receivers because they're still decimated right now.
Yeah, he's going to be brought in slowly, and he's going to come in on selected plays. Kyle's not going to put him in a position to lose. That's what Kyle does. He puts all his guys in a position to win. So you figure, he'll be brought along slowly.
But KB's going to show out. That dude, man, I saw some plays on, like, just some little clips, and that dude is balling out, Ronbo.
Yeah, KB? Oh, yeah. See, and he already told everybody that, you know, he worked hard all off season long. KB is looking to stand out this year. So, man.
He looks bigger. He looks way bigger. And I think that's going to help him. Like, his confidence is through the roof, if not so already. That dude's going to be coming down with a lot of balls this year, Ronbo, and I'm stoked to see that fool.
Tell you, it's going to be fun. Hey, Alex, I'm going to be back tomorrow after practice, man. I'll be looking for you, okay? As we'll be summing up that day, too.
Right,
because you never know who's going to be the star of the day. All right, fam. Have a good night.
Yeah, you never know. Have a good night, Ronbo.
You too. Thanks, Alex. And you know what we should start doing? We should start making predictions on who's going to be the dominating force in practice. And I know it's not seriously important, but it's always fun to see the guys that are busting butt right from the gate, you know, because that's good attitude, and you want to give that guy credit. Hey, Greg.
Hey, Ronbo, how are you, buddy?
Oh, man, I'm juiced, man. I love hearing about Kendrick Bourne. And this goes back because the thing is, it's a personal thing between Big Show and I about Kendrick Bourne. Kendrick Bourne is going to make the team this year, but Big Show put the cut on him. I found out Big Show's cutting him. He's not a part of his top 5 wide receivers. I'm like, oh, no. Kendrick's already done enough to be on this team.
He was coming on. He was coming on last year. He's gonna have a good season, man. There's no doubt. I got a little bummed today with Hurd. I don't know what's going on with that.
Oh.
I don't know if is he lost for the season or they still don't know what's up because I don't know.
You know, if it's an ACL, you would think, right? Because it takes too long to come back from that, and if you come back too soon, you'll be doing like Jerick McKinnon. So I guess it depends on how many complications they have in making that procedure work.
Well, that's what I'm saying. Like, do you know if it's definitely an ACL or is it just that's what they're fearing? Because I mean, they should know by now, shouldn't they?
Well, they should. If it's an ACL, you can already pretty much assume the final diagnosis on that. But if it seems like there's speculation as to whether it really is or not. So I guess we got to wait and see.
Yeah, no. I just didn't sound great, but I was looking forward to that because losing Emmanuel Sanders. I mean, listen, we need that veteran there. But Deebo Samuel. See, what worries me is, I don't want to sound like I'm pumped up, but what worries me is Deebo going to be ready for the first game or the second game, so we can have somebody with a veteran out there. You know what I'm saying? Like we need a veteran out there, and then we need
you got Kendrick.
Aiyuk.
Kendrick's out there as the veteran presence now. That's why Kyle's trying to pick up a Jaron Brown or a Tevin Austin or a J.J. Nelson.
Right.
One of those guys is making the team. I don't know which one.
Right.
But you
No, I got
veteran presence. Because we got two youngsters that are going to be getting most of the play acts. I figure Aiyuk and whenever Debo gets back, he'll be incorporated. And maybe Jennings on certain plays. I think Kyle had a plan for Jalen Hurd. Jennings might be able to fill some of that plan, but not all of it, but some of it.
So when do you think Debo's scheduled to come back? How is he looking?
I predicted week 4. Kyle's optimistic about week 1. Debo's working hard. If you've seen his Twitter feed and everything else, all these things of him training and working out, he's healthy. He looks healthy. So we'll see. He's got 4 weeks.
Good. Yeah, no, listen, again, Jordan Reed, that's a great deal, but the problem is, is he going to be is he going to be pretty good? You got to hope, you think he's going to be, right?
Oh, he's that's a Pro Bowler. If he stays healthy, he'll be fine. It's just can he stay on the field?
Well, yeah, but with him and Kittle, that could be amazing. And then, and then Trent Taylor, what the hell is this idiot on here? I'm looking at these posts, this jackass 49er TX, Trent Taylor sucks. It's like, what the hell are you talking about? Dante Pettis King?
I saw that.
This guy's smoking crack. What the hell is he doing? People enough.
Trent Taylor.
Trent Taylor, when he was in there, he was damn good when he was in there. But
actually,
what the hell was Dante done? I don't know.
Jimmy's safety net. And also, Trent Taylor, remember his first year, Trent Taylor was the best slant receiver. Nobody was better than Trent when it comes to the slant. He was number 1. Yeah. Anybody that doesn't think Trent Taylor could play this game is just being biased. No doubt about it.
Look, I'm not going to lie, man. I'm thinking, when you start adding up, Jerick McKinnon, you got, my surf boy, got his money, my running back, Mostert. And you got your 3 running backs. You got your 2 tight ends. You got your 3 tight ends in Willie. You got Debo. You got Aiyuk. It starts getting me excited, man. I'm telling you. But again, that Jalen Hurd would have been nice. Now it's just getting freaky. And I got a thing for you. Remember who's got it better than us?
Oh, yeah. Right? What do you got?
Okay, so it's who's gonna stop us? Nobody. There you go.
It's a takeoff. It's a spinoff of who's got it better. But who's gonna stop us?
Yeah.
Nobody.
Who's gonna stop?
Yeah, exactly.
Or you could say who's gonna stop stop us now, or who's gonna stop us? Anything, you just come up with it. You tweak it. All right. I'll let you rock and roll.
I like that a lot. Who's going to stop us?
All right. We're here on the East Coast. I got to get my butt up for work tomorrow. But I'm happy with my Niners. I watched my Yankees sweep the Boston Red Sox, so I can't wait to watch my Niners go 15-1, baby. Yeah.
I know how that's a thing on the East Coast. Boston and New York been battling ever since the Babes days. That's pretty funny. Yeah. All right, Greg. Appreciate you getting in here.
Hope Niners go good too. Let's get them in the Super Bowl again. And one thing before I go, I'm just pissed off because of this COVID shit. What really bothers me is the Niners were going to play. They are. They're going to play what? The Giants and the Jets back to back.
You could have been.
My whole plan was I was going to go to those games, and they're going to be down in the hotels. I figured I'd be a little nut. I'll be a stalker and get some autographs on my jerseys. I can't do nothing now. I'm like, what the hell am I going to do? Just go walking around the hotel looking for them? I don't know.
And if they cancel those games right now, they're not even going to wait. Well, what if things subside? It was too soon. We'll see. So
yeah, but well, they're not going to. They're still going to play them, but the problem is, are they going to try? they should travel, right? I don't know what I guess they're going to travel, right? They're going to be in Jersey for 2 games.
Yeah.
They're going to stay here for I'm sure they're all going to come out here and just kind of get to the East Coast for the 2 weeks, And
the thing is, even in Texas, they're allowing 22% capacity. I don't know. You can let 22%. That's not bad. Spread everybody out. It's a large place.
Yeah, but our governor's a crackpot, so I don't know. We pretty much
crack.
we're gonna have cardboard people in the stands, I guess. I don't know what the hell they're gonna do, Ronbo, but I want.
Otherwise, it's so bad.
I'm so pissed. I'm so pissed. I'm missing out.
Keep your fingers
That's
crossed.
all
It
right.
may not be final decision just yet. All right, Greg. Go ahead, get some rest. We're going to
All
see
right, buddy.
when you get a chance, get back in there. Looking for you.
All right. How's it go now? Give me real quick, right?
Who's going to beat us? Wait,
Nobody.
who can stop us?
All right, buddy.
Who can stop us?
Who's gonna stop
Nobody.
us?
Yes.
That's it. Who's going to stop us now? Nobody. All right, buddy. Take it easy.
All right, Greg. Good night, fam. And let's go to 559 and say hello.
Hello.
Yeah. And who is this?
My bad, Ronbo. This is Sal. I'm on my other phone. Yeah.
What's up, Sal? You gotta have more than one phone because you never know when you want to go incognito. Sal, man, it's a fun day today, man. You know, with all the activity, the fun stuff like Kendrick Bourne being the man today, Trent and Nick battling for supremacy, and the only bad thing is Jalen Hurd. You know, we got a few other good things, but Jalen Hurd sort of puts a shadow on everything good that happened today, of being hurt like that. And yeah, somebody said it is confirmed. It is an ACL. So.
Yeah, I did read about that too. That it was an ACL right before you came on.
I was looking so
right
forward to seeing him.
And that sucks, man. It's all those freak like non-contact injuries. They're always like the hurtful ones, you know.
Yeah.
Like they always tear ligaments. They're always getting their ACLs and the MCLs messed up.
And if he was working out the trainer, what was he doing going airborne anyway? I don't understand.
Man, he just landed different. That's crazy.
That's all
it's unfortunate, actually.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's unfortunate. Hopefully our guys stay healthy. I like the battles that are happening on the line. So I didn't read it. I was at work all day, so I really didn't read too much about practice today. But I've just been hearing about everybody saying that, Trent Williams was locking down Nick Bosa, and that's what I was
up all day.
Yeah. So what was happening? Can you elaborate on that for me, Ronbo?
According to the reporter, it seems once Trent got his hands on Nick, and that's what he's good at. You can't slip Trent Williams like you can a lot of offensive linemen because they're too slow. Williams is a freak, Sal. He's huge, right? But the dude's got cat-like quickness. So, he could have played any number of positions with that physical, natural ability of his. And so Nick is trying to figure out, okay, all this technique I got, I'm struggling with this guy. So look for at the end of this session, Nick Bosa is going to be the best. I mean, he's going to be better than he was last year, which is crazy because he's dealing with Trent Williams every day. I can't wait to see what it looks like.
Yep, iron sharpens iron, Ronbo. And I put that in a comment. I don't know if it was on your channel or on another Niner video, but I was saying, I put this specifically. I said, I hope Trent Williams dominates Nick Bosa because I know it's going to bring the best out of Nick Bosa. You know what I'm saying?
That's right.
So
don't ever let him
Bosa, one thing,
don't make it easy.
Yeah. He beats a lot of guys, so he doesn't really have to develop his counter moves yet. In his second year, I want him to develop some counter moves,
He's got great
in order
hands,
to beat Trent Williams. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. And even I saw in a preview video on Instagram, in one of the drills, he was taking off, rushing the dummy, but the move was to arm slap. It was slapping the offensive lineman's arm.
Right.
So that was pretty cool. So he's already practicing technique, and he flipped his hips really well. So he's attacking the quarterback with every step. And Nick Bosa, man, he's gonna be a beast. I want double-digit sacks from him. And possibly defensive player of the year if he's getting good work with the best, one of the best left tackles in the game. So he's gonna be one of the best. Ronbo.
I tell you, he's probably liking it too.
That defense is just tuned up even more and at every position.
And Fred Warner, you already said right. We're moving faster than ever now. I mean, last year they were quick, but now they've had a year together. Sal, we're going to be in for a treat from that secondary, man. I mean, that linebacking crew.
Speaking of secondary, too. Ronbo, I'm right here from Fresno, Fresno, Cali. We got a football legend here. His name's Ricky Manning Jr. He was actually, he played in the league for a little bit. He played in 2 Super Bowls, one with Carolina and one with Chicago. So it was the early thousands. Anyways, he he's a coach here in town now, but he
Mm-hmm.
was supposed to be the defensive backs coach with the 49ers this year. I work in HVAC, so I just happened to work to get service, get sent out to his house to work on his air conditioner. And I chopped it up with him. We're talking some football. I asked him, I was like, hey, what are you doing now, Mr. Manning? And he's just he was talking to me. He's saying he was coaching at a local high school. He's a D coordinator. He said, then he brought it up himself. He's like, I was supposed to be in Frisco, coaching the DBs, but he said him and Shanahan couldn't get a contract going, Ronbo. And I just kind of fanboyed out. Because at that point, I had my ear pods in and I was listening to the what was I was listening to a press conference, Ron, but it was like Koski Tart, I think, a Koski Tart press conference. It was a couple of days ago. So that was pretty cool, man. I mean, I wish Ricky Manning would have got that job because he said he's cool with Saleh and
Adam Carrillo
he's all about
Ricky
that.
Manning Jr. Edison High School.
Yeah, he's all about that three what's it called? That cover three defense.
Oh yeah, is he?
But
okay, if he's an advocate of that. That's probably what. Yeah, all right.
Yeah, so I mean, hopefully he's on the market next year, and because I know we're doing more man this year, so hopefully that works out good for us too. But yeah, I thought it was pretty cool that I almost met a 49er coach. You know what I'm saying?
I know, wouldn't that have been awesome? You're out at the pad fixing things up. You know what? You would have never got through doing whatever you went out there to do, though, because you'd been talking football the whole time.
yeah.
That'd have been funny.
Cool. But, let's switch over to offense now, Ronbo. What was I going to say? Oh, about the wide receiver core. We're bringing in another Brown, right? That's pretty funny. We brought all the Browns that they used to play against us.
Yeah.
So
the guy's going to have to pick up somebody. I think there's going to be a new guy on the offensive room, which is really funny, Sal, because we got too many wide receivers as it is, and now we're bringing in maybe a newbie or two. We kind of just want some veteran guys on that room.
Yeah, that's honestly what it is. It's all about competition, Ronbo, and they're going to push these draft picks out the way.
Yeah.
The draft picks like Richie James, he's going to be tested.
Yeah.
Obviously, Jalen Hurd, he freed up a spot now.
Yeah.
Dante Pettis, of course. All these guys. I know Kendrick Bourne, he has his spot locked and loaded, Rumble, because no one's getting past him.
Kendrick's killing me, boy.
Even no matter what your boy Big Show says.
and Show won't even call in. I don't see him on the chat anyway. He's hiding out. He'll wait till tomorrow. Show, don't call me tomorrow. Show's going to wait till tomorrow. Rumbo, you were just a little too pumped up yesterday over Kendrick Bourne, so I knew there was no reason to call him. Big Show, Big Show, Big Show.
It's funny because Shanahan said he's a veteran. He's like the veteran in the room, right? He's been there for 4 years.
3 solid.
Other than, the new guys like the Browns and Tavon Austin. But, yeah, man, he's the OG in there now.
Right?
So hopefully he knows where to line up this year. He's cool. He's putting guys in the right position, coaching them up. Obviously giving them the energy and the hype that he brings to the team. I love my team, Ron, but my team, we're locked and loaded.
Oh, I'm ready. Sal, good information as usual, man. Did you we got all your phones now, so we know which one you're calling them.
Yeah, for sure. All right, Rumble. So see you tomorrow. Are you going to be on after practice? Or
oh, yeah. As long as they're having press out there, that means there's going to be reports. We got to talk. All right. See you tomorrow.
For sure, Rumble. Good night.
Night. And John V.
Ronbo, my man.
John, what's up?
What's happening, brother?
John, I'm just loving this day, man. I anytime I hear about Kendrick Bourne, it just lights my whole day up. Anytime during the course of the game, I just love when we get down around the 15 and 20 yard line. All right, where's bringing 84? 84, paging 84. And soon enough, there he goes, trotting out on the field. And what's so funny about it? Kendrick Bourne actually does a good job of trap blocking, too. One of the things I really notice about him, when they're down there, he does everything that Kyle wants you to do. And he makes those clutch catches, or somehow everybody seems covered. And it's Kendrick Bourne wide open to get Jimmy G. Touchdown. San Francisco. And there's Bourne going to do his dance. That just makes my day with the game day. Woo, man. So, and also that epic battle that's going on between Trent and Nick. That is just so much fun to hear about. I would pay. The same thing you pay for admission fees. John, I just want to watch those two work out. That's got to be just full-on entertainment. Woo, man.
Ronbo, KB he's so confident, man. His swag is impressive. I love the way he carries himself. He's too comfortable in that scheme, and that makes me very happy because you don't act that comfortable if you don't know what's going on. You know what I mean? You can play the part, man, but Pettis, you don't see Pettis run around with any confidence. He's running around with his head up his ass.
Which makes no sense, John, because in his first year, he was absolutely the shiznit. And then the second year, he turned to oatmeal. I don't know what's going on with that.
Right. The dude's mashed potatoes applesauce clearly isn't even on this planet. He's somewhere running around with Joseph Smiley out there somewhere. I don't know where the hell they're at. But I'll tell you what, Ronbo. I'll tell you what. If anything, this crazy ACL injury, be it that or whatever the hell it is, it's unfortunate. And props to Dion Johnson out there, man. I subscribed to his channel recently, and
good.
He had a little take on it today, and he said that some people are just fragile, and there's no disrespect. That's just the way it is. Mm-hmm. And you know, I can't make excuses, and I'm not going to tear the guy to pieces because I mean he is who he is. So, but if in fact he's fragile, that's just a damn shame because he's worked too damn hard to get this. He's gotten a whole cup of nothing, bro. He's literally everything he does. He just 2 steps forward, 5 steps back, man. And it's unfortunate. So who and how we move forward from here, Ronbo? I agree. Aiyuk and KB, man. They look like they're going to be our 1 and 2, and they look like they're going to be awesome.
Yeah, Dion put him at 1 and 2.
Jimmy step into passes
with Nick. Yeah. I mean, with Debo being the third guy.
Well, I mean, Debo's got to have somebody somebody's got to keep it warm for him, man. And I think I hope Aiyuk plays out to be everything we hope he is. And there's no doubt KB is going to keep the ball rolling. I mean, it's unfortunate, man. We've already got the injury bug, and goddamn it, we need some sage or a priest, or we need something in that damn Levi, dude. We need somebody in there, bro. We need a witch doctor. Son of a bitch.
John, remember they hired that science crew last year, right? I guess we're not. There's some teams, if you can imagine, are actually worse than the 49ers when it comes to injuries. When you saw the Eagles lost everybody in the playoff games, hell, even those comical Seahawks had lost every last running back. Remember, they were using. Yeah. I thought Carroll was going to come out there and run the ball at one point, right? So you know, we may have not even been the worst team in the league as far as injuries go. Seems like not Carolina, but the Jags were just ragged. So it's just part of the game. You got to pay these dues. It seems it's part. You know, whoever can make it to the 17th week with the right personnel is most likely going to win. Otherwise, you're just wasting your time.
We can't even make it out of camp, brother. We can't even make it out of camp.
Yeah, we lost too many defensive linemen, though, last year. That's what really scared me. Remember when we were unbeatable during that first few weeks? We had everybody, including Ronnie Blair, and to keep that rotation hot. So, you know.
Right. I just don't remember us having so many injuries in the 2012 season, 2013 season. I just don't remember some veterans, you know, those were seasoned vets at the time.
Yeah.
I just don't remember them suffering so many injuries, Ronbo.
Yeah, we did have. That was good. I don't know why. You're right. 2013, 2012, we stayed pretty healthy.
What the hell's in the water over there in Santa Clara, man?
2014.
But, you know what?
Yeah, it wasn't bad. Oh, no, we
were solid,
we lost Willis. No. Yeah, we lost Willis in 14.
To an Achilles, was it?
No, he had something wrong with his foot. He had an operation on his foot.
Oh, he had a
turf.
He had a turf toe, I think it was. I think he had it was the top of his foot. Something happened. Yeah. So anyhow, you know, it is what it is, Rumble. But I'll tell you, man, this season's going to be pretty exciting, Ronbo. The pads, Jimmy looks fantastic. He's stepping into throws right now, dude, and they just look like they're coming out smooth. Everything looks like. I hope it's everything I see it to be, even in day 3, whatever the hell it is.
I tell you, those judgments made on him last year, man's coming off of a year of no football, healing from an ACL, and people defined him by last year thinking that's all there is to him. Well, that's just silly. We've seen him before. Yeah. 2017, he didn't look like that. Well, see, now he's healed up again. The hush will fall over the critics. I can see that coming right now.
It will, Ronbo. I think he deserves it, man. He's been crucified for them. For what, dude? What the hell are you crucifying this dude for?
These are people who have been injured.
There are shitty QBs in the league, dude. Do we want to pick on Jimmy G? Come on, dude.
And he still almost
managed. It never amounts to anything.
And John, he almost still passed for 4,000 yards. If some of those drops would have been caught, he'd have been well over 4,000 yards, and we were running the ball a bigger percentage of the time. So don't tell me Jimmy G can't play football. That is obscenely stupid. So, I'm looking forward to this year. Can't wait.
Definitely, Ronbo. You know who throws a ball better than anybody?
Who'd you say?
Joseph Smiley. That guy, he throws a football better than anybody. He is so good at football. It's incredible. He just comes into our chat. He loves to make noise and draw attention to himself, and he's got his head up his rear. Dude doesn't know what's happening.
And by the way, we got to go, John. But listen, by the way, Joseph, he's making excuses for not calling in. Joseph, you can call in. We've had other fans from other teams. Texas boys called. Texas boys called in. We've had Rudy from Los Angeles call in. We're an equal opportunity. You're in the chat. If we didn't want you in here, I'd have thrown you out of the chat. You're welcome. Call in. No problem. John, let me see you tomorrow, fam.
Brother, you know it. I appreciate you, brother. Love you. Love the show.
Thanks,
safe,
John. Love you back.
Take care of yourself. We appreciate you for everything.
Thanks,
Shout out
John.
to the chat. Good night, Ronbo. Take care.
Good night, John. You too. All right. And it's Shay Lewis. Come on in, Shay.
Yo, what's up, Rombo?
Shay,
how you doing?
Man, you know how I feel, Shay? It was like I took 17 bottles of tonic, up your metabolism, everything's tonic. As soon as I read about KB, frontline riders, Carrie Berry has a day. I said, whoa! Did you, what? Yeah. Yes! Oh, my dog! And of course, I'm also amused by the goings on between Trent. These are my main things. Trent Williams and Nick Bosa.
Williams and Bosa?
We knew that was going to be a thing. I didn't know how much of a thing. But Trent shut Nick down today. So, that is going to get heated. Oh, yeah.
Yeah, definitely.
He's quick.
No,
He's
definitely,
quick,
Ronbo. Yeah, just real quick. Yeah, just unfortunate about the Jalen Hurd situation.
Yeah, then there's that.
Prayers out to him. Very upsetting. Like I said yesterday, I don't want to call the guy injury prone. It sucks. It's just really an unfortunate of events, man. That's really what it comes down to. But Ronbo, it's been going on what I've been telling y'all and what I've been saying. I predicted this. Joe McCoy from the Cowboys.
Bam!
The dude who wanted all the smoke when he was with the Panthers. He's gone. ACL. It's the OTAs matter. People are starting to see the relevance. And I remember Chris Sims was talking about it, I think 2 years ago when we had it was a bunch of stars that went down. Like there's a bunch of people that tore their ACLs in camp. And he was just talking about how important OTAs are for people, because what it does is it gets the bodies warmed up. Because the bodies are not used to, and I'm no physician, I'm not a doctor, I didn't study kinesiology, but it makes sense, and anybody with common sense would understand. The bodies do need to take time to warm up before you start doing all these hardcore cutting drills, and you're moving your ligaments and your joints and giving them such a huge tension when you're cutting and when you're doing all this and when you're out there. So it just definitely sucks, man. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. It takes, he says, it takes about a month to 2 months to condition the body to get them into that mode and to get the body, feeling right, to let them know, okay, now we can start cutting. But, no OTAs. I'm pretty sure he was working out at home or doing a little bit, whatever, but it wasn't extensive to, what he could have been doing with the team, and he wasn't around the right positions or the 49ers positions and the health officials.
And Shay, question: have you ever? It's hard to push yourself. You played sport before, right? When you work out by yourself, you won't push yourself past a certain limit because you don't have to, right?
Yeah.
But if you're working out with trainers and other guys, it pushes you.
Yeah, with the boys. Oh yeah. Ronbo, without a doubt.
Yeah. So that's the difference.
Without a doubt.
So that's why OTAs are important
and
too.
That's also a factor too, Ronbo. And it's just unfortunate. Hopefully next year, you're right, Ronbo. Like you said, we don't know the significance of the tear, and so it could be, it could be the full ACL. It could be some light ligament damage. We don't know. It could be a slight tear, a partial toe. They haven't given us any news of how the severity. So we'll see. Once he gets surgery, and we'll see. Everybody's different. McKinney took 2 years to recover. Some people take less time. AP had the incredible MVP season run he had right after tearing his ACL. He came back a year later. So it depends on how hard your body rehabs and how much you can your body allows you to rehabilitate the injury and stuff like that. So we'll see. But like I said, Ronbo, Kyle Shanahan again is playing chess while the rest of the league are playing checkers. Everybody was worried. Oh, how was Nelson? How was Austin? And we just got the guy Brown from the Seattle. How are these guys going to make the team? Well, the dude foresaw it. There might be some injuries. So, now it's looking like J.J. Nelson and Tavon Austin have a chance to make the team, as well as Jawan Jennings. Just because, Jalen Hurd's out now. We got 2 guys on PUP. We got 2 guys on PUP and Debo and Richie. And then, Jalen's hitting IR. So, it's going to look good, though. But, yeah, Ronbo, I know a more, positive side. KB looked nice. I have no doubt, Trent, the Bosa and Trent thing is going to be all talk of camp. You know what I mean, Ronbo? We don't have eyes. We don't have we don't have in-depth video. I'm pretty sure you go to down some practices if you could. We don't have actual, but all we're hearing is the talks between Trent and Bosa, because that's going to be the highlight of camp, man. I'm going to say that right now.
Over everything else.
Over everything else, those two, juggernauts, a 7-time Pro Bowler, I think he is, versus, a Pro Bowler and
up-and-coming Pro Bowler, exactly.
Upcoming Pro Bowler and the a future All Pro, and Nick, sorry, not Joey, and Nick Bosa, and just gonna look at the battles that they're two gonna have all season, and then whatever, hopefully, like you said, Ronbo, that the Jalen Hurd will be the only injury. I'm praying on it. And, let's just keep positivity, guys. But,
and even if somebody does get hurt, can they not be so serious? Can we, like George Kittle last year, can they just come back in a couple of games? You got to be gone the whole year?
Right.
Oh, man.
No, you're absolutely right, Ronbo. And it's so not a significant injury, not a season-ending injury. You know what I mean? But just looking at, like, Wagner, man, just not Wagner, with Warner and with oh my gosh, Ronbo.
What position? Linebackers?
Dude, why is my memory shot right now? What am I doing?
Quan Alexander?
Quan, yes, yeah. Alexander.
Yeah.
But he was saying though, last camp, he said, man, the defense looks good. Those dudes are out there feasting and beasting. I'm not worried about Armstead. I'm not worried about none of those guys, man. I know they're gonna get theirs when the lights are on and when it's time to play. And again, like I say, I'm pretty sure they're not going out of 400%. I'm pretty sure they're just getting the bodies acclimated, getting the physical nature in. It's difference between lifting weights and then having a 340-pound man block
come at you.
So
right.
I'm absolutely, they're just getting acclimated. Absolutely. But, they're showing, the nuances of techniques. Probably Williams is like, oh, yeah, I saw you go in this, so I beat you with that. And and Nick is like, oh, yeah, I came on the inside, so I grabbed your hand and rapped.
Good point.
They're exchanging how, they're beating each other. And I have no doubt. And Williams talked about it before, before training camp even started, that that Bosa is going to be not a main reason, but he will be a significant point as to him knocking the rust off by having such a viable and such a talented pass rusher, helping him out during the camp.
He knew Nick would get him in shape. Shay, great
absolutely,
stuff.
Rombo. You know that iron sharpens iron, man. Iron sharpens iron. Absolutely, Rombo. Thank you to pull up. Yeah, we're gonna pull up, Rombo. Thank you again, Rombo platform. We love you. Shout out to my TNT brothers.
Thanks.
Will, Jerry Trey, Big Show, Jerry Fresh, Russo, all my guys. Rombo, You have a good night. Thank you. Hopefully, you back tomorrow. I'll be calling you tomorrow.
So
Looking
the
for another
reporters are out
great day
there.
at camp.
We will.
Looking for some more positive news and stuff like that. But yeah, Ronbo, support all the Niners. We love you. Windows open, baby. I can't wait for the season, dude. We're 3 weeks away.
That's it.
Thank God, Ronbo. Love you. Take it easy, brother.
Thanks, man. Have a good night, Shay. Oh, man. And there he is. Forget about it. It's Niner Mike. Mike.
Forget about it. What's going on, Ronbo?
Niner Mike, man. The 49ers are back in camp, and they are cooking it up, man. If
man.
It would be such a wonderful world. It would be a perfect world if Jalen Hurd had not ended up on the IR for the rest of the season. But you know what? Everything else is coming along fine. If we get out of this camp, we got 3 weeks, which is a scary thing, for these guys to make it through without getting put on the IR. Oh, guy, remember everybody in chat, man. Guys, give a prayer every night before we go to sleep, please. Watch over the 49ers. We don't need no injuries to start the season to any major body parts or major players that are starting. Good God.
Yeah, definitely, Ronbo. Definitely. Listen, I think I'm a little bit excited. Reading the reports and just getting back into some kind of normal. You know what I mean? This is normally what we would all be doing this time of year, and with the whole Corona shit and everything that's gone on, I feel like this is a great start. And I got to tell you, as sad as I am to see, for Jalen Hurd, my prayers go out to him. I hope he comes back. I got to tell you, we had to figure out a way to stash a couple of these guys, Ronbo, because we're gonna be lighting people up. I mean, let me tell you, we're gonna be lighting people up. Since we don't have the preseason games and everything, I know you're probably gonna do it a little bit different this year, but I'm just gonna go ahead and say it. When he comes back, the starting four, Ronbo. The starting four is going to be Debo, Aiyuk, KB, and Trent Taylor. That's your starting four right there. I don't care what order you put them on. Kyle Shanahan's going to play with them like little erector set pieces. You know what I mean, Ronbo? He's going to plug them in different places. Yeah, you never know where they're going to be coming. You know what I mean? They're going to be coming from all over the joint. And then when you add in the monster, I think people thought we had a monster last year. Let me tell you, if we get to have Mr. Jarek the Jet McKinnon back there, and we get to mix him in with Mr. Heem himself, all right, Bay Area's finest, all right. If we get to mix those two in there. And then, you sprinkle a little bit of that Coleman on there, a little bit of Coleman pepper. And let me tell you, they thought the running game was serious last year. Talk about a double tight end set with Jay Reed out there and Kittle out there to make sure the edges are blocked. And I'll tell you, I really don't see what people are going to do. They're going to have some serious, serious problems. And the Aiyuk kid, I mean, they're talking about him being more in it than Debo, and that's
I know, right? You saw that?
Yeah. Yeah, Debo came out the gates firing when he came in as a rookie. That was one of the things that Shanahan said, and the way that he's been included in the first few practices that they have says a lot, because that said a lot about Kittle when he come in. It said a lot about Debo when he come in, and if the player could handle it, like they're saying, Ronbo, I think it's going to be fan-friggin-tastic. I don't know about you. What are your thoughts on that? I think it's going to be serious.
Because now there's no weaknesses, right? Because last year the wide receiver group was being developed. It wasn't ready. It took Kyle 6 or 7 weeks to get a few guys together that he could actually trust and believe in. George Kittle, he can't be your number one receiver all the time because of the way he lines up on the field, and we need him for other things. So you needed 3 legitimate receivers. And the guys we had last year, they came up. Emmanuel Sanders was a good job. And, of course, Debo came on. And also KB was doing a good job. But the thing is,
definitely, and he's busted his ass this offseason, Rob. I know you've seen it because I know you've been a KB fan from day one.
All
right,
time.
So have I. So have I, right? I hate it when the guy dropped the friggin' ball in crucial situations, but he's been working on it. You know what I mean? Extra time on the drug machine. You see him posting the videos. I mean, he busted his ass this offseason, and I think it's definitely going to pay off for him. And I got to tell you, Trent Taylor, I can't say it enough. I try to tell people, a lot of people don't remember, you know, when Jimmy first came and we won those 6 games straight, I mean, he was his go-to guy, even more than Kittle. He was his number one guy that he went to. And then last year in training camp, as good of a training camp as Debo was having, every beat writer, and I mean every beat writer said that Taylor was the best receiver on the field until he broke his foot. So that's saying something, because Debo had a hell of a year, all right? And we know the kind of talent that we have elsewhere as well at the wide receiver position. But to know that we did what we did last year with the passing game, and Jimmy did what he did without having arguably his favorite go-to guy. I mean, if Taylor comes back and he's 100% healthy, Ronbo, I got to tell you, it's going to be scary for some people. Because, you know, you got Wes Welker coaching the kid. Remember, don't forget that.
And
he resembles him a lot. He resembles him a lot.
Yeah.
And so I think it's going to be special. I really do. I think the wide receiver group is going to be special. And I'm excited. I truly am. I'm excited. And did you see that guy Kinlaw in pads?
Wait, who?
Did you see that freaking guy? Kinlaw, the rookie.
Oh, I know.
Kinlaw. Did you see him in the pads?
And what was that? Who was that? I think it was Brunskill that said running into him was running into a wall.
He looked like DeForest Buckner if Defoe had gained another 100 pounds. That's what he looked like. He looked like Defoe with another 100 pounds to him. Let me tell you.
Hey,
you're going to try to run at him at Armstead. Good luck.
Oh, Mike, and you know what? The 49ers were not able to run today. That was another thing. The 49ers, they were stacking them up and putting numbers on them in body bags. They were just, every time they tried to run, they would not. I said, what? I wonder what that had to do with. The 49ers were not that good at the run game last year. But this year, I think if you were going to run, those days have ended. As long as DJ Jones and Javon are in there.
Definitely. DJ Jones is a big part. He's another big man. He's a big man. And him and Kinlaw is going to be doing some real serious damage. I can't wait personally. I'm excited. You know, I think it's going to come down to us and the Hawks again. You know, I think the Cardinals are going to be decent, but at the end of the day,
I got you on that one though, John. I say the Hawks will fizzle this year. Look out for the Cardinals though. It's a matchup issue with the Cardinals.
That's what you think, huh? You think that? Yeah. Well, either way, I really don't care about it. And for all the people that be in here, I just got to say that for all the people that are in here from the other teams, you know, I got to tell you, you're lame. You're lame. Anyone in here, and if you're commenting in here and you're acting like your team is doing something, I mean, let me. If you're a sea scum or if you're an LA lamb, all right. Or if you're a desert bird, all right, just go beat yourself up. Go smack the shit out of yourself.
We got to go, but Mike, you got to excuse them. They like rubbing elbows with the, you know, they're not A-listers, but they like hanging out with us.
Yeah, hey, listen, I totally understand it, Ronbo. I appreciate you. Thank you for the platform. Thank you for what you do, and you know. Everyone else out there, look out, because it looks like we're going to be coming back with a vengeance this year, Ronbo, definitely.
There you go. Serious stuff. Thanks, Night. Mike, hey, you get a chance to still free tomorrow, okay?
Ronbo.
All right.
All right,
Night,
definitely.
Mike.
All right.
Hey, wow. I've not heard from the wretched drummer from my hometown of Salinas, California. Hey, WD. WD. What if WD-40.
Yo, what up, Ronbo?
Hey, Wretched, man, it's fun watching these guys. You know what? These fun dramas are going to pick up as the days go by. Now the 49ers are out there in pads, right? So today you get Kendrick Bourne that got with Buck Wild. I don't know what the secondary was doing, but I do know that from what I understand, Nick Bosa was not involved. And that's because of Trent Williams, which said, Jimmy's probably figured, Jesus, I think he's, yeah. Can you imagine Jimmy standing? God, Nick. Oh, God, I guess I can relax. All right. I see Kendrick. Bang! Because can you imagine trying to play quarterback every day? And you got Nick and D Ford coming at you at 100 miles an hour the whole workout, right? So people don't understand. That day that Jimmy threw those 5 INTs, first I thought it was a mistake, typo or something like that, right? But I got Nick and D Ford coming at me. I got a number of other guys we got on the team. I got to worry about Richard Sherman and some other guys out in the secondary. So, Fred Warner, it's not impossible to have that mistake. But this is going to be the difference we're going to see this year. A lot of these guys have grown up out there. Drummer, I'm telling you, man, it's going to be a different team this year. Offense is going to catch up with the defense this year, and teams are going to get steamrolled. Oh, bang! Drummer, what are you thinking, man?
Ronbo, I don't even know how to follow that up. I don't even know where to start after.
Hey, but it's not my boy KB. Yeah, Jalen Hurd's a bad story. It's so funny. I don't want to talk about Jalen Hurd because I feel pain. I was so hopeful of him this year. But go ahead, anything you want to touch upon.
Same here, man. Okay, so speaking of Salinas, there's a wildfire going down out here right now. It just started like a couple of days ago.
Yeah,
they're saying it's like 4,000 acres and 10% contained.
It's all over the news.
It's pretty wild. I guess a thunderstorm caused it. There's only a thunderstorm out here every 10 years.
Well, right,
yeah,
especially with bolts hitting the ground. Usually you see the flashes, but nothing really hits that dry area because that's always a possibility. Man.
Yeah, so it's pretty wild. But speaking of the team with Jalen Hurd, very unfortunate. But all I'm gonna say is, so we got Trent Taylor. He's gone through it. McKinnon, they've been through it. Jimmy went through it. God. So I have he'll be back. I have a good feeling he'll be back. But for our wide receivers, KB, I've always believed in that dude. Even before everyone liked him, like everyone gonna act like they're all about KB, but everybody would always be like, oh, he dropped balls, or, he ain't consistent, whatever. He was a sleeper. 2018, Tennessee game, Jimmy G's first home game. I was there. I was like, KB, ever since then, when I met KB, I met him at a Christmas toy drive. So on top of that, he's humble, really good dude. Yeah. And he even before he started autographs, signing autographs, taking pictures, he walked down and said hi to every single person waiting in line. Which, 2018, there wasn't that many as there would be now. But I mean, you know what I'm saying?
That's what he is. And then, he's such a normal guy in real life, right? But then he gets out on the field. And by the way, people, and Niner Mike has me to tell you, the drop balls, remember, that stopped midway through the season last year after Kyle had trust and faith in him. He was the man.
It was the Seattle game.
Yeah.
It was the Seattle game at home. That's when he dropped a couple of crucial balls, and everyone was like crucifying him
all
for it.
over him.
But if you watch all his other plays throughout the whole season, even his whole career, he's never gotten injured once. He caught a ball. I remember you're talking about Dante Pettis being good in like 2018, right? His first season in Seattle, right? Making all the touchdowns.
Yeah.
KB caught a ball like in the air, and he got tackled by like 2 guys, and he did like a flip, and he held onto the ball. And I was like, damn, this guy's, nobody remembers that.
I do. I remind people that. Remember they put the hit KB, had him in midair, twirling him like a top, and he's still at the ground.
It was like if Jimmy Ward hit him. It was one of those.
God, and he got up with a big smile on his face.
He just flexes on him. You know how he always is. Yeah.
Drop the ball down and spin it.
People used to hate him. People used to hate him for his dancing and his smiling, but everyone's about to love him. I mean,
I love when he does that.
And then Bosa and Trent Williams, the way you put it down earlier, I know we don't have a lot of time, but, man, they're going to both improve. We were saying Trent Williams, or people were saying Trent Williams is rusty, but, I mean, if you, got Nick Bosa today, like the whole practice today, come on, that rust is coming off quick.
And they put him on, and they said every snap, it was Nick versus Trent. They didn't even switch. All right, Nick, take that left side. Can I go on the other side for a while?
49ers posted a picture. It was a picture of them going at it, and you just see McGlinchey in the background just, like, watching, like, looking so happy.
Hey, Mike gets some pointers, because, Mike is good when it comes to the run, but Mike could use some work on his pass blocking. But go ahead.
The pass blocking, yeah. One more thing. Jason Verrett, I'm pretty hyped. Hopefully, he comes through. He's healthy now, so I've been hearing some good things about him. Seen some other cornerback, and then our wide receivers. Honestly, I'm not. I know I sound like weird to say this, but I ain't too worried about it because I feel like our wide receiver room is really deep, and they're very young. Well, we got veterans now too.
Yep.
That's what we needed too. So
yep.
We got Trent Taylor coming back, KB, Debo's gonna come back, and even Pettis, don't count him out. Man, we got Richie James, maybe he might make the team. Juwan Jennings, I really like him, and then Aiyuk, hearing nothing but good. It's like, damn, we're stacked, Ronbo.
I tell you,
crazy. I love it. It's about time.
It is about time, right? Remember when people say, man, the 49ers ain't got no talent. And Richard, if you're like me, you're in there arguing with dudes, man, y'all ain't got no talent.
Hey, I would argue. Hey, when Raiders signed AB, my boy was like, you guys need big name players. You guys don't have no big name players. And look at us now. We got, everyone wants the Deebo Samuel. Everyone wants the George Kittle. You know what I'm saying?
Yes. God, I used to hate that.
And I'm
all
gonna
night
leave you with
arguing
this,
with them
Ronbo.
dudes.
Brick by brick, trust the process, baby.
There you go.
That's what it always has been, and that's what it always will be. Brick by brick, trust the process. Let's go, Ronbo. All right, great to talk to you.
Same here, Richard. Don't be so long getting back in here, man. I'll be looking for you. I see you online, though.
All right, yes, sir.
All right,
yes, sir. All right, let's go.
Have a good night. Oh, God. Where did this? I don't see those people anymore. Man, you guys ain't got no talent. Oh, I'd be livid. Even when we didn't have any talent and I knew it, I'd still be livid. I'd argue all day. John, thank you, Johnny V. Appreciate that, fam. Oh, man. Anthony Wright keeps sleeping on my Atlanta Falcons. Atlanta's checking in. Oh, my God. Santana.
What's going on, Ronbo? How you doing, man?
Fam, I'm doing all right, man. I'm just loving it because, these reports out of camp get me all pumped up, I mean, I didn't want to go down to but the things that stood out in my mind the most was, of course, KB, my dude, having a great day today, and Jimmy G dropping it over his shoulder. And Jimmy G starting to, these shots downfield are becoming more frequent, but it may have something to do with the enforcer over on the left side. Trent Williams is making it clear, Jimmy, take your time, find your receiver, man, hit him, because ain't nothing coming from over this side, including Nick Bosa. Whoa! Damn! What? I just wished it would have been Trent Williams that night when we played the Seahawks that first time, and Clowney was just clowning all night long. He had his best game of the year. Hell, that was Clowney's best game of the last 2 years, right? And Joe had a hurt finger and just coming off an injury, so Clowney just did a number on him, right? What if Williams would have been there? That game, even with all our guys out, we would have beat the brakes off the Hawks that night, even with guys missing. So sick of that, man. It's over now, though. Williams, G's got the guy he needs. But what do you think of Santana?
Man, it's obviously Trent Williams is a beast, man. Everybody in the NFL knows that, So, so obviously Jimmy G knows that, and I'm pretty sure he's gonna feel a lot more comfortable that he could, take a longer peek downfield and then not have to worry about throwing it right away. But maybe Nick Bosa was taking it easy on Trent. You never know.
I like that.
Trying to break him in a little bit.
You say the dude is 30 years old.
Yeah, but
and he ain't ready yet. I'll work him next week. I'll let him have it today.
So just trying to.
I like that.
Another thing too, Ronbo.
I like that a lot.
Thing too, Ronbo. He's just like, all right, we just take it easy on you this week, old man. I'll catch you next week,
Nick's such a nice guy. I mean, I love it.
Yeah. But another thing too, Ronbo, Jalen Hurd, man. I mean, it sucks to hear that news, man, because I was excited to see that guy out in the field, but I mean, a back injury, now an ACL injury. I mean, man, that sucks. I really feel bad for the guy, and I'm pretty sure that hopefully he can mentally recover from this and get his foot on the right path and just get back on the grind, and hopefully we'll get to see him next year, but he's definitely I'm pretty sure he's definitely a good player, but another thing too, Ronbo, we have other wide receivers to look forward to, like Trent Taylor and what's his name?
We got Debo and Aiyuk. We got all these guys. Jennings. I can't wait to see what he's going to do in real life. Because right now he's looking good in camp, and so is Aiyuk. And some people saying Aiyuk may be better than Debo. So this is Kendrick Bourne. I mean, and Kendrick's battle tested. So it's
you got Kendrick Bourne too, where I think he's gonna have a breakout year, to be honest. And overall, Ronbo, I think Kyle Shanahan knew what he was doing when he brought in Tavon Austin and what's the other guy's name?
Oh, J.J. Nelson. Yeah.
J.J. Nelson, because you never know. Like, he knows anything can happen at any moment. You got to be prepared, and they were prepared, but yeah, man, I'm just confident that this season it's going to go great for the 49ers, no doubt about it. And but yeah, Ronbo, that's what do you think, man?
I just can't wait to see, because you know what, if the wide receiver room. We got a couple of newbies. Debo's ready for prime time. He's already proved that. Kendrick can hardly handle it, too. It's who is Trent Taylor's involved. You know what? Even if those new guys just sit and watch for a while, we're still just too much. You got double tight ends. You got tight end sets out there now. With George Kittle, you got 2 Pro Bowl tight ends. Ooh.
Oh, yeah, Jordan Reed, man.
Yeah, and Jerick McKinnon. Remember, Kyle Shanahan was building his offense around Jerick McKinnon. He's back and looking more serious than ever. This offense, if it stays healthy, man, Santana's going to be stupid.
It's going to be nasty, Ronbo. I mean, we don't know what – we haven't seen Brandon Aiyuk. We know what Debo can do. We know what Trent Taylor can do, And like I said, man, I think that we're set and ready to go, no doubt about it, man. We're locked and loaded, and I just think what they're doing right now by bringing Tavon Austin and J.J. Nelson are just trying to buff up the offense a little bit,
Damn, that's why
trying to find those final pieces.
Yeah. And it's just, and the defense is just going to be wicked this year because they played together last year. They'll be even more efficient this year. And plus, I think we're going to stop the run a little better than we did last year. You know what I'm saying? So this is like,
yes,
I don't know what teams expect they're going to do. There's no preparation you can do to beat the 49ers now.
Oh no!
I say that with no shame.
No, there's no doubt we can definitely beat you in the running game. We can definitely mix it up and throw it up in the air. So, and our defense is just nasty as hell. So these teams, man, they don't know what's gonna happen to them this year. But Ronbo, I was kind of reading too about Jimmy Garoppolo that he's been practicing the deep ball passes and like I said, man, I feel like he's gonna have a breakout year, man. Definitely gonna have a breakout year.
And the thing is,
I'm looking forward for it, Ronbo.
Especially if they keep one of those deep threat guys, because you got to have that guy with the speed. Because Jimmy Garoppolo, for the first 20 years, he can cut up a field in short distance, no problem. So that deep ball comes along with it. If the opportunity presents itself, because a lot of people think he's not throwing the ball deep. He's scared. No, Kyle didn't tell him to go deep because the opportunity's not there to do it. You don't just throw deep to be throwing deep. This ain't Carson Palmer there and the Cardinals,
Exactly.
Anyway.
Exactly. And I think, Ronbo, real quick, just to finish up, and I think that reading plays and throwing it and know when to throw down deep, it just comes with experience. And Jimmy G is gonna pick that up, and gonna be able to let loose a little bit more. But yeah, and then Kyle Shanahan is the one to kind of revive either Tavon Austin's or J.J. Nelson's career back up, So yeah, Ronbo. Well, I'm excited, man.
Hey, you should be. Santana, man, be back tomorrow. See what the report's on. We talk about some more, all right?
For sure, man. You have a good night, man.
Thanks, fam.
Be safe,
You too.
man.
Good to hear from you. It's Santana. Hey. And we got it. John! Hey, John says, thanks, John, for that contribution, fam. Appreciate that. You know this. He says, I'm convinced Pettis took Shaleo. Shaleo! She would probably put a hit on him. Hey, Omar! Yeah, you know, I got to tell you, I do like the Latino beverages. So I put a little water and Jose Cuervo. Yeah, you knew it. Because, if you cannot go straight tequila, because it will kick your ass. I don't have any lemon either. Also, Rodrigo, Puerto Rican, real Puerto Rican rum. It's just funny because people just give me trouble about that. Said, man, Ronbo, man, that's Rico's not, it's like second rate. This is not really Puerto Rican rum. They say so, but So I always get a lesson on liquor. But always, one thing, remember, always stick to single malt liquor. Hey, Sheik!
What's up, Ronbo? What's going on, man?
Sheik, man, I'm laughing about my boy Kendrick Bourne, man. The dude had a day today, and as I told you, man, Big Show is taking a beating this last couple of days.
I asked him to come on. I told him, are you going to call me? He's like, nope. But you know.
If this happens again tomorrow, I'm gonna go get him online. I need some shots and footage of what happened in practice so I can post it up on Big Show. Big Show, tag him, and then.
Yeah, I'll call him in a three-way and then I'll make him call.
That'll work. And also, this thing going on between Bosa and Williams is making me crazy. I think this is going to get Sheik. I think this is going to be the topic, the subject of the entire camp for the next 3 weeks. I just hope neither one of them gets hurt, because at some point they're going to speed it up, right. Because egos get involved. You know how it is, Nick's going to go back to the line, put his hand down in the dirt, thinking to himself, oh, damn it, he's not going to embarrass me today. They're writing about it. That friggin' Ronbo crap, man. They're talking crap. They're talking about me as if they think I can't deal with this guy.
Right.
Sheik, I'm sorry. Go for it, Sheik. What do you got to say about today's workout?
No. It's definitely it's all good and everything's going on, Ron. But like honestly, Trent Williams, he has been not effective like for a year because there's been absence. But honestly, he just getting his legs back in his, getting ready, and he has the best player in the freaking rookie of the year going after. So it's great for him. It's great for all of them. All the players are going best of the best because that's what you want to go in practice. So to help each other, end of the day. And I love it. Like Sherman is out there going after, Brandon Aiyuk, for example. If they go at it, that's great for Brandon because he'll learn from his mistakes, and that's how it is. It's a competition, but at the same time, it's a team effort because you're helping each other out. That's why I look at Trent Williams and Nick Bosa. They're 2-2, but let's be honest, they're the best in the business right now, and they're definitely worthy, man. And I'm excited, Ronbo. So, but unfortunately, like the Jalen Hurd, that hurts a lot because everybody knew that the potential was there for him. And then you see the it factor, the potential to be great, the breakout year. But it is what it is. But
I worry about the ACL, though, Sheik. I mean, is he going to be able to come back from that next year? That really worries me. It could have been anything but that. You could have broke a forearm or something like that, but not an ACL or dislocated shoulder, anything but an ACL. Those are hard for a football player to come back from and still be who he was.
But and then another thing too, he had like the back. Was it the back that he had last year? I
back.
Forgot,
he gets serious injuries when he gets hurt. Back.
That's serious.
Yeah,
that's
who
serious.
hurts their back?
That lingers. Yeah. Right. It's he's like a running back mentality. He's a wide receiver. He could do multiple things. So he's just fixing your back or spine or whatever. But it is what it is. And like I had we've all been there. We all been players in high school. College and this and that. Like I blew out my shoulder multiple times.
Oh, and how long does it take to recover?
I came back.
Yeah.
Man, like a month. It could be more. It just depends. It's like how bad severe it is. The last time I did it, I literally went to the doctors. You have to have surgery. You had to put a screw in your shoulder.
Oh,
and
man.
You had to, and then I was literally going. We're going in the season. I was like, oh my God. He's like. It's your, honestly, Sheik, you're gonna be not making it. So I will say that you should end your career. I was like, fuck. So it hurt a lot, and it's all mentals, man. End of the day, we all been there. The passion, he's there, and he's definitely what the fans, the certain fans. I'm shame on you. To leave the man alone. End of the day, as a human being, he has the love, he has the passion for the game. Just let him be, and he'll figure it out, and he'll come back. Just like these other players coming in. People say that Jordan Reed is good, he's done, but his passion, his heart rate, he's coming back in. Let them be.
But you mentioned Jordan Reed. There's a strange, usually guys hurt body parts, and it takes them out of the game. Jordan Reed's, I worry about it. What's he going to be like after football? They've been beating his head. And I don't know how he's susceptible to concussions that many. I always wonder how a guy gets concussions that many times. But my God, they took him out half the year last year. That's scary.
That's what I'm thinking, Ronbo. Like, I don't think they should cut Dwelle. I think they should just keep him in there. I know you might have to have 4 tight ends now in case that situation. And I don't want that to happen. It hurts my stomach to say, like, the if might happen with Jordan Reed, but we have to have that insurance policy.
Yeah,
That's everything.
I think Kyle's offense may alleviate some of those incredible hits because you notice how our tight ends are usually running in an open space. So, I think he'll be fine. We'll see in the first game. You get an idea of how he plays to understand, because I've never watched Jordan Reed for any length of time. I've seen him on highlights and things like that, but I don't know what he looks like. We'll see what kind of football does he play. That it would actually promote all these concussions. Is that him? Or is he just a victim of just really large hits? I don't know.
I think he's going to be. Just you have to look at the 2015 tape on him when Kyle Shanahan was there and how the system was, and he was great in that system. So he's going to be really – he's just going to ease him in like they're doing with him right now. They're going to ease him in, coming in. And that's why, like, Quan Williams – the nickelback. He has a grade 1 injury right now. What I'm hearing.
Wait, who?
So there.
K'Wan Williams. His calf.
K'Wan. Yeah, has a grade 1. So that's we dodged the bullet on that, guys. That's like if we hit that.
Yeah,
that will hurt.
And we need K'Wan Williams. That's the premier slot cover in the league.
Right.
Ask the Seahawks wide receiver. What's their main?
100%.
What's their main little guy's name? Tyler Lockett.
Lockett. He dominated him.
Yeah, I kept wondering at some third quarter. Hey, is Tyler Lockett in this game?
Right.
He's trying to be in this game. K'Wan won't allow him.
Yeah. That's why I love that, man. They're just key guys. They're like under the radar guys. They just think defensive line and offensive line. But these guys, nickel, those small guys, is getting it done. He definitely deserves that contract when he gets it. I wish that he comes back, and we just have to figure it out somehow. But the guy, I'm gonna say, Ronbo, like the guys I'm like a team about right now is Jawan Jennings and Daniel Brunskill. Man, I'm a huge fan of theirs. Honestly, they're gonna be really impact players for this.
I think Brunskill starts.
I think so too. But he plays center as well, so I'm like. He's emergency center, so he can play multiple positions. That's what I love about Brunskill. He can tackle, guard, center, and he has like the killer instinct. He'll go. He did really nice. Well, I forgot exactly what game it was, but he was just pushing the defensive back, and they're just running around him.
But Brunskill or Garland? Brunskill, yeah. Brunskill's a baller.
Brunskill. It was a Carolina game. Yeah. It was a Carolina game. What I remember.
Sheik, had Kyle would have had. Kyle scares you sometimes. He's such a brilliant guy. But in the Super Bowl, if he takes person out and puts Brunskill in, I think we win that game.
Oh, man.
It's too late, man. It's too late to even go over that. Kyle, you got to, it's okay to be loyal to the players that you consider your veterans and you want to trust them because you want to instill that faith in them so they know that, they dig down deep because they don't want to let your coach down, right? But in this case, he was laboring. It's not his fault. Just let him come out and let Brunskill handle it. This is a Super Bowl, Kyle. We're trying to win this game. They're breaching that spot on every snap. He wouldn't do it. Okay, it's too late. Anyway, Kyle
It is,
learned.
but he's going to learn. He learned, and he knows. They all know. They know like what they missed on and the key things they need to improve on. Like Nick Bosa, for example, he said he wanted to improve on certain things, and he's proven. He got a little lighter on what I'm hearing, and that's awesome. So as well. But let me just say this about John Jennings before I go Rumble, because I know you have to do your thing.
Yeah.
But there's a clip that was on, I think Taylor, the cornerback, and then Greenlaw. They tipped it to Greenlaw, and he got an INT. Jennings is a physical specimen, everybody knows, but the defense and the offense, both sides are winning. Last year, defense was winning. But it's an even kind of squad right now, and I'm loving it. That helps on both sides, and check that out. Look into that, Ronbo. Like that helps on both sides of the ball because it was defense last year. Now it's taking both sides right now. I love it. This is a team. This is a great team that we have right now. I feel it. This is Super Bowl bound, maybe.
You should. All that's going to stop us is injury. Because there ain't nobody out there that can stop the 49ers. Not now. No, I can say that with all the confidence in the world.
No.
Sheik, we're going to find out what happens in practice tomorrow, baby. Right back on there, all right?
100%. Ronbo, thank you for your time. Thank you for your crew and the chat. And Ronbo Fan Club, Will, Jersey Joe, Big Show, Razor, everybody that is on our chat and in the chat is right now. Just hit that like button right there. Hit that like and hit that sub. And faithful, we're coming. This is a revenge tour. Let's go Niners.
That's it. Sheik. Love you, fam. See you tomorrow.
Love you, brother. See you.
There he is, nice Sheik. All right, fam. All right, so tomorrow we're getting ready for more adventures of the 49ers. Can't wait to hear those reports. Getting up in the... You see, you leave your phone on. Instead of turning it to mute, you leave it on. Just hear... Jaron Brown. Really? Why? Go back to sleep. I don't know about Jaron Brown. I see he runs a 4.4. He's 6'3". So I'm okay. I still need one of them 4.3 dudes. But 4.4 ain't that far away. But he's not going to be a return man or anything like that, I don't think. Jaron Brown is just 6'3". Have you ever seen a 6'3 return man? Of course, they could be looking at Jaron Brown to replace Jalen Hurd, and maybe Jaron can take care of some of the things that Kyle might have had in mind for Jalen Hurd. I don't know. I do know I want somebody that's going to get that box to back up. Back up. Y'all got to back up, man. All right, let's go long. But see, it's hard to go long if the box is stacked that hard because now they can swarm Jimmy G, unless he does like Mahomes. Mahomes is the only quarterback I have ever seen. I've been watching football for a long time. He's the only quarterback I know that can take a 15-step drop back. So Patrick was backing up so far by, everybody else. Patrick was like, I said, well, that's. You remember that call I complained about? And somebody came in. I posted up. I said, you know what? That's hold on Bosa. Bosa was in an all-out sprint. It seemed like it took him 30 seconds to get there. But Mahomes was so deep, and the offensive lineman, grabbed him as he was going by and held on. And somebody actually came in and posted, I'm a 49er fan, and I don't think that was holding. See, I love a troll from another team that likes to come in and pretend like he's a 49er fan. I have decided to ignore that individual because I get carried away. So I'm not going to say nothing to him. But if you see him on Instagram on that post I put up about Nick being held, working for me, please. I ain't going to get started on him. You have to pull me off of that dude. Hey, fam, and I can't wait to see them from tomorrow's reports. And we can talk more 49er football. Who's that? We started tonight. Was that Greg? Who can stop us? Nobody. Niners!